talking about Robin, and this is revealing because this is more than she tells me.
This is revealing.
It is.
What did I tell her?
You know, I had dinner on Saturday night, sorry to name drop here, with Robin Quivers, whom I love.
Who's that?
Howard Stern's.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like literally falling asleep right now.
Yeah, I'm
so tired.
Yeah.
And she's dating like a 25-year-old guy.
She's dating like a 25, or he is a 25?
He's
Yeah,
25.
okay, all right.
I said, wow, times have changed.
I'm not dating. She
Stop
was
it.
having a few drinks.
Come on.
She was having quite a few drinks.
Why are you being so silly about this? So you're dating a 25-year-old.
I'm not.
You are. You obviously confided in her, and she told it on TV.
I said I had dated a 25-year-old.
So you're
I'm
not now?
dating any 25-year-old.
You're not seeing that guy anymore.
No.
It's over.
It's over.
All right.
Whatever's over. We're not dating.
Where
no.
did she get that idea then?
I'm telling you, when you're talking in a room full of people and everybody's yelling, she probably remembered it that way, but that is not the case.
You mean, in other words, she was doing most of the talking and didn't really listen carefully.
I'm simply saying there might have been a lot of noise in the restaurant and she misunderstood.
When was it over, so we can clear this up?
You were in your 20s.
Before the holidays.
Before the holidays?
Yeah.
You're talking about before Christmas?
Yeah.
Why did it end?
It wasn't anything. It was, we went out a couple of times.
A couple of booty calls, but so why not?
Not booty calls even.
He was your booty call.
He was not a booty call.
So you never did him?
No.
Never had sex with the guy?
No.
Wow. I'm shocked.
You're well,
I thought that was
shocked.
but I thought that was the whole point. You wanted to have sex with a 25-year-old.
No, I told you I don't have that point in me.
How far did you get with the guy? You made out, I bet.
It's none of your business how far I got.
I bet you saw those titties. I'm telling you.
It's none of your business.
I hope he didn't, because he brought the shittiest cupcakes up here of all time.
I'm actually happy he didn't bang you, because I thought it was highly disgusting. But it is my business. I brought him to you. I mean, let's face it.
So, nothing happened.
Were you embarrassed to be with a 25-year-old? Did it ultimately, faced with the actual reality, like it was a fantasy, and then faced with the actual reality, you said, I don't want to go there.
No.
You just didn't like him that much.
No, he was a sweetheart.
So what's the problem?
I wasn't going to have a relationship with a 25-year-old.
But you always claimed that. You said, I want to have sex with a 25-year-old.
No, I never said that. See, this is what you said.
You told me.
I'll work on getting the tape.
Thank you.
Because you said...
Again, I will tell you exactly what I said because I know what I said.
And then we'll get the tape.
It's time for me to have an inappropriately young man on my arm. I was talking about going out and being seen with a young man.
I don't know.
Go get the tape. I know what I said.
Gary?
Because it's simply what I see sometimes.
Gary's already on it, Robin.
I know, and that's what he's going to find.
It's good to see you, Robin, getting the Inquisition just like anybody else.
Oh, please. Are you kidding? It goes around the room.
She gets the words,
but you're not revealing at all.
But, George, she fights it. You know what?
Yeah, I know.
She fights it. Like, I said to someone yesterday, I said, George is so great.
He just
I go,
rolls
George,
over.
How many fingers can you get up your ass? 3. 3 fingers in my ass. Why would you have fingers in your ass? Well, there are times I have to apply ointment or...
And we don't know a thing about her relationship now. I mean, after your Inquisition.
No, but did you ever go out with him and be seen on? Was he seen on your arm? Did that happen? Oh, it did happen. Where did you take him?
I didn't go any place fancy, but Fred saw him at my apartment, and we went to restaurants.
So your fantasy was to be seen with a 25-year-old.
It wasn't a fantasy. It was a joke.
But the joke came true. I mean, so obviously it wasn't, many a truth is said in jest. Don't you agree?
Mm-hmm. No.
I mean, there was some truth in it. You said.
All right,
and I heard you say that even off the air a couple of times to me.
You know why? I won't even tell you the actress, but once I was at a party.
Okay.
And this actress of a certain age.
All right.
Turned to me when, I came over to say hello, and we were talking. She goes, let me introduce my boyfriend.
All right, I know who it is.
This guy he looked like her son's son. And I thought, my God.
Did he used to be her driver?
Huh?
Did he used to be her driver?
I don't know what he did before.
Okay.
I'm simply, and so I said, there must be a point at which women get to a certain age and they think, I'm going to just have some fling with a young guy. And it was a joke on my part. It's not a wish or a desire.
Now, when you were seeing this guy, whatever you were doing with him, did you make it clear to him that this is no desire of yours? I don't understand.
I did tell him that when I said that, it was a joke, yeah.
He knew it was a joke.
That was a joke, but he turned out to be a really nice guy, and we had some fun for a little while.
I didn't trust that guy.
Oh, please.
I did. I liked him.
He looked
He was
a little weird.
very nice guy.
Whack job.
Do you still speak with him at all? Does he call you?
No, we
Does he
haven't
write
been in
you?
touch, no.
Wow. How did you end it? How did things end?
It just sort of, we just stopped talking.
Did you say to him, listen, enough already? We have to stop talking?
No, it wasn't even like that. It was just like everybody got very busy, and we went our separate ways during the holidays, and that was that.
I'm not buying this 100%.
Well, I can't help you out in any other way.
Either you wanted it and he didn't give it to you, or something's up here.
You know what? There were a few complications that he really found unacceptable, I'm sure.
Complications that you presented.
I don't present them. You guys present them.
Steve Langford presented.
Please. This guy was busy writing me letters. He certainly wasn't uptight about Steve Langford.
No, it wasn't Steve Langford.
What?
It was TV shows with people calling him names and
what
crap
TV
like that.
show?
There was something on Howard TV. I didn't even know about it. And Greg Carmel was calling him all kinds of names or something. I don't even know. I never
he was
saw
fighting
the
over
thing.
you.
Oh, but Greg was probably joking around.
I don't know what it was. It just, left a bad taste in my mouth.
All of a sudden he has problems. The guy's writing me letters, wants to be part of the whole thing and be with Robin. And
Greg probably never even met him.
He never sought any more attention from this show than that.
Well, you don't allow it.
Oh, I don't allow it.
Please, there's such rules to dating you.
I never had to say anything to him.
Poor Jim Florentine ended up like a mummy. The guy was afraid to speak. You had him trained like a dog.
Okay, right.
Oh, you're tough. You are tough, boy.
I'm so tough, right.
The guy who falls in love with you
over here.
The guy who falls in love with you has to follow some rules, boy. I'll tell you that.
Like you have no rules.
I'm just saying.
You have no rules.
Yeah, but it's different. I'm a guy.
Oh.
I have one
rule. You can't go around behaving like that.
I have one rule for a hot chick. She's just got to fuck me. She could use me for. She could want to get. Use the show to get
she says.
Anything. Use the show. Use the fucking. I don't care.
Right. What else is going on with John Hine? Look who's here. John Hine got a new shirt on today, and he's all ready to broadcast at 11 o'clock on Howard 100 and Howard 101. What do you have for us, Johnny?
Howard, Robin refuted Jillian Barbery's claim that she's currently dating a 25-year-old.
And by the way, you should know that I was absolutely right that Robin made statements about dating a 25-year-old. Here is Robin from a broadcast.
And I didn't say anything about sex.
Oh, come on. Listen to what you said.
All right, let me hear what I said.
What would you infer from this?
What did I say?
Robin,
I heard on the wrap-up show that you said you were going to start dating guys like 22 years old.
Yes,
Is that for real?
I said it's time in my life for it, like a ridiculously inappropriate partner.
Hey, Robin, we should double date.
So you're preparing us for that.
Right. Just expect to see me looking crazy with some very young man.
Is this Valderrama? What's your dating age range, do you think?
Oh, I'm going real young this time. I decided there's a certain point at which I've been watching people in my position, and there's a certain point at which a woman dates a ridiculously young guy.
Who are you talking about, like Katie Couric?
Yeah, Katie, all of them do it.
Who's she dating right now?
She's dating a runner who's
like a triathlete.
Yeah.
Like 20 years old.
How old is he? 20-something.
He just got out of college, I think.
I think I should be visiting my boyfriend in the dorm.
Right. Yeah, you should sleep over. Like the parents will get pissed that you sleep over in his dorm and they're paying for it.
I want an angry group of parents trying to get rid of me.
Look, you don't say you're having sex, but boy, oh boy, that's about the best confirmation.
All joking around.
Well, I took you seriously.
Boy, you're very funny.
No, you're funny.
That's silly.
You make me funny.
So, Robin, you're really not dating a 25-year-old anymore?
I'm really not dating a 25-year-old
So
anymore.
Jillian Barbery just, where did that come from? She misunderstood?
She misunderstood.
Any young
guys? Is that not, you act as if
It's not possible to misunderstand.
It is, but...
You know, with a crazy conversation going around a dinner table.
But you could be dating a young guy. We just want to make sure.
I could be doing anything, but I'm not doing that.
You've expressed interest in younger guys, so we just want to make sure.
Here we go again with this expressed interest. This is a myth you guys keep pumping. I was joking around.
So there's no one in your life right now?
I didn't
special
say
guy?
that.
I
didn't say anything.
So maybe she didn't misunderstand.
No. You're misconstruing everything. You're saying...
She's saying the word pumping. I mean, come on. What's going on?
Please. You guys are making a lot about nothing. I have a very active social life, that's all.
But if you were dating a young guy, you'd let us know, right?
If I was dating somebody seriously, I'd let you know.
All right, thanks, Rob.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hi, on Monday's wrap-up show, we talked more about The Godfather, and I did more Godfather lines, and it was fascinating.
We should lead off with today's featured guest, and that was literally a legend in film, Francis Ford Coppola. I can't believe he was in.
I can't either. And I told Howard as soon as we went to break, you know, here's a cool thing. You book the guy, he shows up, Howard calls for him, you bring him in and sit down, and I start to watch the interview, and there's always that first couple of minutes that's a little bit like, well, what's he going to be like? Is he going to have a sense of humor? Is Howard going to really be able to talk to him? Or are we going to have to cut the interview short because he just sucks? And he sat down and he made like a goofy joke about his nephew, and I wasn't sure it was going to go. And then I looked at my watch. It was 8:30. It was a full hour later. And I was like, I can't believe our new good friend has to leave. Like, it really felt, they really just settled into that interview well. You know, because Francis Ford doesn't know Howard from a hole in the wall either. And they just settled in, and by 20 to 8, it was kicking ass. And I really was, as a fan of The Godfather and a fan of Francis Ford Coppola, I thought it was an amazing interview.
Yeah, Artie, I don't know if it's a dream come true or not, but being able to do that, him picking the scene for you to do.
Well, listen, when he came in, I had a scene prepared in my head, you know, in case Howard went to me. You know,
which scene?
The scene I started to do, I do it sometimes on the show, and Talia goes, but I must have strict assurance from Corleone. As time goes by and his position becomes stronger, how do I know he won't attempt any individual vendetta? I had that whole scene prepared, but then was it Howard's idea to pick a scene? That was Howard's idea.
Howard said, Francis, would you please pick a scene?
Pick a scene. So then I was shitting my pants a little bit because, you know, that scene he asked me to do, I know by heart, of course, and I did it well, but if you notice in the middle of it, he laughs because I missed the most important part that I went back to.
Right, but the other thing that visually that was interesting to watch, I don't even know if you could see, he sat there listening to you with his arms folded, and then he probably thought, oh, I got to sit through one of these things again. And then as you got it to your rhythm and you got everything correct, he started to nod, and then you nodded again, and then he had a big smile.
Yeah, well, I think, you know, he sees people appreciate his work, and everyone appreciates that movie. But that's what it's like auditioning. I've auditioned for Milo. It is like in other words, if the writer-director's in the room, okay, I auditioned for Milos Forman once. I don't know if I ever told this on the show.
For what movie?
For Man on the Moon, the Andy Kaufman movie.
Right,
it was between me and Paul Giamatti for the part of Bob Zamuda.
All right, so this is Milos Forman, who directed Hair, directed
Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest, yeah, major director.
Okay, and there's Hair, Cuckoo's Nest, and People versus Larry Flint, and Man on the Moon.
Big director.
Big director. So it's one of the funniest things ever. I auditioned for this enormous, it was when I was on the Norm Show. I auditioned for this insanely important casting director, Francine Maisler, for Columbia, out in L.A., and I did well, and I got a call back from my agent and she said, Francine's going to have you meet Milos. So, but you got to go to New York. So on a week off, I go to New York, and he lived in a beautiful part of New York with a view of the park. That's all I'll say. And I had my buddy who knows how to use a computer look up some info, because sometimes he had helped write the script, and sometimes they like to bullshit with you, have small talk first to get to know you. So I wanted to know a little bit about him. And it's an amazing story. At 10 years old, his parents were killed in Auschwitz. He escaped somehow, gets to America, had nothing, and now I'm going to see him. He's got 2 Oscars and looking at Central Park. It's just like an amazing American story. So Bob's. You know who Bob Zamuda was? Andy Kaufman did a character named Tony Clifton. That was his alter ego, and Bob Zamuda would play him and heckle Andy Kaufman from the stage.
People will probably know Bob Zamuda best because he's a guy that put together Comic Relief, and he's out doing that a lot. So that's how you would know him.
Exactly. Zamuda was in the comedy community because of that. So Tony Clifton character, Zamuda would get in the makeup and, as Tony Clifton, heckle Andy Kaufman at comedy clubs, not even for cameras sometimes, just to fuck with people. And so he smoked all the time, Tony Clifton. He talked like a real jerk-off from Jersey, you know. So I'm thinking, is Milos Forman going to let me smoke in his apartment? Because I wanted to smoke the cigarette for the audition. I walk in. It's one of those New York apartments where the elevator opens into the apartment. Right. Okay? I walk in, and it looked like the Copacabana in 1962. There was so much Cuban cigar smoke all over the place. I'm like, well, he's going to let me smoke. And this hot, like, Eastern European chick says, Milos is waiting for you, you know. And she walks me over to him, and he's got a huge Cuban cigar. In back of him is Central Park. He's sitting on his couch. This hot broad sits me down, and I said, Milos, you're doing all right for yourself. And he goes, I am not complaining. And, so the funny part is, I'm sorry to be long-winded about this, but it reminded me of this. He also wrote the script, and he's this legendary director, and that's kind of what it's like. You don't want to insult their words, but you want to put your own interpretation on it. And I had gotten one actor, and Paul Giamatti's the other guy, you know, and of course he got it, you know, it's a surprise ending. But, you know, he goes, fuck the script. We're just going to, I'll do Andy Kaufman stand-up, and you heckle me as Tony Clifton. Fuck the script. I go, okay, fine, Milos, let's do it. So I'll do it. Now, Andy Kaufman used to do a great bit. In the Lotka voice, he would say, first I do for you the impression. This is Archie Bunker. Eat it, you dingbat. In the same voice, you would just say, eat it, you dingbat. So Milos goes, okay, I'll do the stand-up act, and you just come in and heckle me any fucking time you want. Someone told me you do stand-up. I go, yeah, so you deal with hecklers. I go, yeah, so just heckle me like the worst fucking heckler you ever. So he starts doing Andy Kaufman stand-up. He goes, first I do for you the impression. This is Andy Bunker. Eat it, you dingbat. And he goes, heckle me. And I go, you fucking suck it off the stage. You fucking blow. You know. And I just scream at him, and he goes, I believe everything you are saying. You are very real. He goes, I'll let you know. And he hugged me, and I left. But doing that scene for Coppola, the most important part of the scene is when he says, tell me who it was, Bozzini or Tattaglia, because Michael's not sure.
Right, that's a huge reveal.
He's not sure that he thinks Carlo did it. He's 99% sure. So if Carlo says, look, one of these guys approached me, then he knows he did it. So now he knows he can have him killed because he's about to kill his nephew's fucking father, you know. I mean, and when he says Bozzini, you know, that's when he has him off. And I forgot that part, and that's why Coppola laughed, you know. But that was I said it on the show. It was like singing "Born to Run" for Springsteen, you know. It was just amazing.
And you could tell Coppola was paying attention because he corrected you you missed one word in the beginning.
Right, yeah. No, I said, well, Sonny, I'm sorry to be so long-winded about this, but you know, Pacino walks in, and fucking Carlo knows he's in trouble, and he gets up, he goes, Mike, I swear to kids I'm innocent. He goes, sit down. And he goes, I said you have to pay for Santino. And he goes, answer for Santino. Which, hey, I would have done the same fucking thing. If somebody fucked up a beer league scene, I'd correct.
Let's go to the phones. Anthony in Brooklyn, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Were you nervous at all, Artie, as far as reciting the lines from Coppola? Well, is that why you messed up a little bit?
Yeah, dude. I was unbelievably nervous. Like when Howard, see, that's where Howard fools you sometimes. When Howard said pick a scene to Coppola, I know the movie by heart, but you know. But like you throwing out the first bit, you can choke a little bit. Because, you know, I'm saying, in a way, I agree with what Gary's pain was. It's, you know, you can throw a ball, but then you get in front of someone. And look, I did the scene well, but I fucked up the most important part.
Did Howard give you any indication that he might call on you for that?
No.
But
no.
But in your mind, you think, hey, he might.
Of course, I was ready for. I mean, look, I do it a lot on the show. So, but. I mean, look, a lot of the fans that called up about me interrupting, they had good points, a lot of those guys, and I laid back a little bit, and Howard did a great interview, and then he went to me, so that's what the show is, you know.
Oh, hello. I'm Will, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked about Guess the Tranny, a great game we played where you had to pick out a tranny, and believe me, it wasn't as easy as you think. Trannies are very difficult to spot. We also talked about whether or not a tranny should have to tell somebody or reveal that they are in fact a tranny before they go down on them. My personal vote is yes. Some of the guys here got very confused in this segment. As you'll see, this tranny is quite the look. Check it out.
Let's talk about the big contest today, and that was Guess the Tranny. And, Will, where did these ladies, or whatever you want to call one of them, where did they come from?
Well, the tranny came from, Janine was in earlier this month talking about her website and that she actually did a scene with Vanity, who was the tranny we used today. So Vanity wanted to come in and promote the scene and talk about, working with Janine. So we said, well, it's a perfect opportunity to do Guess the Tranny. So then you have to go through finding girls that are willing to be in a tranny contest. You know what I mean? It's not the most nice thing to say to somebody. But the first girl was a porn star, so I just went through a bunch of pictures of porn stars. I was like, yeah, she looks kind of manly. She might fit the bill. And the second girl from the Penthouse Club was just really big, and she had this whole idea about wearing a wacky outfit. So I was like, all right, that might actually work. So
it worked. I mean, you did a great job. It really worked well today. Like I said, the only reason why I didn't go with the porn star, because you're right, she had a certain look that might have gone that way. She was wearing pants, and I could see she wasn't packing.
Right. It was tough. I mean, I told these girls, listen, cover your private areas, but I guess not everyone listens. That's why they're porn stars.
And it was, I wouldn't say a split decision, but Robin and Fred both picked the wrong one. Is that surprising to you?
No, because I was having my doubts. The thing that made me not pick the one that Howard and Robin picked was her voice was too girlish. Even though I saw she had the whole outfit on, I mean, there's three things you look for in a tranny, for real. It's the voice, the hands, and the Adam's apple.
Oh, and a fourth, a cock.
Yes.
But it's the voice, the hands, and the Adam's apple. But the voice, and the other thing about the girl who really was beautiful, the girl that was, in fact, still had a penis, who really was beautiful. Like I said, I had
only added to it.
But I said I had a hunch, and Artie talked about it afterwards. He goes, there's just a feeling that you get. And there's another thing, too. When these guys try to become women, they have face work done, and it's not always natural. That almost makes them look like a little Asian. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like she was a little bit pulled, but she could. Ralph called in later. It's like, oh God, it's so obvious. Listen, you're in a bar. It's dark. You've had a lot of alcohol. She looks like a chick.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I agree with Howard. Like they're under scrutiny. There's only 3, so it's a different environment than being in a bar. But as soon as you just knew it. You just felt that was a dude. I knew
it's so hard to say that.
No,
though.
I was still good. I mean, there was still I wouldn't have been shocked if if like someone else did. But if I had I would have bet all my money that was the guy, and I did. I mean, that's who I said.
Now, I forgot what I was going to ask.
Like, I think you could make a mistake if you bring in 1,000 people and you say some of these are girls, some of these are guys. You'll pull out some of the girls, but all the guys you'll get right.
Now, Vanity was the tranny, or is the tranny, but Vanity talked about the right time to reveal that she's a tranny, and that set off a bunch of issues. I mean, you wait for the first date to see how it goes before, oh, by the way.
Well, she talked about when she was younger, in her younger days, she might have taken a couple of dudes home and blown them without telling them what was going on. She realizes that was wrong. And so I said, like, hey, let's say I met you at the bar last night, and we're hitting it off, and I get your number. Like, at what point do you tell me that you're a dude? And she goes, oh, right away. And I thought right away, like, I would think if I call her to go out on a date, she should probably say, listen, there's something that you need to know. But she felt the right time was the first date itself. And I think that's also, she said some things on the air today as if they were, common practice that I just don't believe. That lots of straight guys, when they find out who she is, they don't care. I just don't believe that. I think a straight guy is a straight guy, and he's going to go, I'm sorry, you have a penis, I'm going to leave now. But she made it, I think her feeling is to get you to the first date and tell you right away, and then you can make the choice. But I think that that's not even fair.
And a lot of people have revelations on the first date, but it's like when I was 9, I was arrested for shoplifting. Or,
Yeah, what do you think about the timing of all that, Will?
I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a difficult thing to bring up. Yeah, you got to let them know right away, I would assume. But even that's an awkward conversation to have someone you don't really know that well either, I mean, you don't want to tell everything to somebody.
Well, this is the kind of thing that you have to tell.
You do, but I don't know. I guess her feeling is if you get to know her a little bit, and
you'll be
maybe
convinced.
you're into it. Well, maybe you're into her a little more.
She'll be so funny. She'll be so charming.
Here's a question. You have herpes. Right? It's just for argument's sake,
right.
you have herpes.
That's a good example.
Now, I can understand going through the first date, but I would think that minimally 3 dates is the minimum before you have to bring that in. Don't you agree? Like, in other words, you can't, like, some people go, well, I wait till it's time to have sex. I think that's already too late. Don't you?
Yeah, exactly. But I also think it's one of those things you wouldn't bring up the moment you meet somebody.
Right, but this is a lot different. Well, I might still have sex with a girl who has herpes. I'm not having sex with a man.
What if it was full-blown AIDS? You got to tell them right off the bat? Or...
Again, I think that something like that, which is a life-changing thing, whether it's herpes or full-blown AIDS, it's something that you got to tell somebody by the end of the first night.
I always feel so bad for people that, what's it called when you have like a
colostomy.
bag? Yeah, colostomy bag. Like, it's hard enough, meeting someone you like, but like, how do you bring that up?
Wasn't there like a dating site for people that have colostomy?
Oh, there was.
Yeah.
There was.
Yeah.
Benji, what's because I know that you have no problem leaving in the middle of a first date. What is something that has sent you away?
I don't like you. when they said that.
No. But I mean, has someone ever told you something about them that you were surprised to hear that was such a big revelation that it made you sort of say...
I can't think of anything, but I was actually wondering the opposite. Like, because I think I'm a real nice guy. I'm a gentleman. But if a guy or a chick tells me she has a cock in the middle of dinner, I don't think we're going to have the rest of the dinner unless it's like so interesting as a goof. I want to like tape record it for the show or something. Like, what do you continue with the date? If you have like plans, let's say you're taking her to the theater, first dinner, then theater.
So in other words, I've got tickets for Jersey guys,
have a meal,
Jersey boys,
see a show.
I mean, I don't know how. It's a terrible thing to say, but I'm supposed to sit through the theater and pretend that this is.
Why is it a terrible thing to say?
Because it's mean, but they should have told you in the first place.
I don't like that you have a cock.
Now, I know a lot of listeners are probably thinking, come on, guys, it's so obvious. But it was not obvious. It was anything but obvious when you see this tranny. I mean, the pictures up are on howardstern.com, and I know it'll be on Howard TV tomorrow. But it's not such an easy thing. And I know some guys have been caught in strange positions, whether it's a club, you're a little drunk, and you find out.
What are you saying, John?
I'm just saying, I know, I've heard stories.
We were talking about it during the break today. DePace's first time ever on the air with us, which I didn't realize because I brought up this thing. There's a really well-known restaurant in Manhattan. I don't know if they're still there.
Yeah.
It's called Lucky Chang's, and what they're known for is they get the hottest transvestites that there are. They really look like women. So I guess the first year that E did their Christmas party, they did it there, and everybody except DePace knew that they were dudes. So I guess this chick was sitting on his lap and he was kissing her on the cheek and what was so great about it was the next day DePace, they broke it to him. They were all still drunk for the party. They stayed up till like 3 a.m. I think they all stayed in the city. They were all still drunk and DePace goes, I'm telling you right now, I don't give a shit what you say. That was not a dude.
Well, you can't fool DePace.
Well, I talked about it on there. It almost happened to me once. And that's why I'm so paranoid about it now. This was like about 12 years ago before I worked on the show. It was when phone lines used to be big to hook up with chicks and everything. And this was late at night, and I didn't have my contacts in. I don't know if that made a difference. And she was saying like she had a real dark room and that she lived with her parents. We had to be really quiet. And I got in there and we start talking. We're sitting on her bed, and then all of a sudden I realized, oh my fucking God, this is a guy.
How did you realize it?
It just all of a sudden it hit me. We hadn't kissed. We hadn't done anything.
Was it a guy dressed as a chick, or was it just a guy?
No. It was a guy. It was some sort of transsexual or something like that.
And they didn't feel it was the right time to let you know.
It was so I was so freaked out because she was like the setup before I came over was like, well, you can't leave till like 9 o'clock because that's like my parents are leaving and everything. And she didn't want her parents to know that she'd snuck someone in her room, and she was of age and everything. She was like in her 20s or something like that.
Teenage tranny.
But she had all this like
the only thing worse than a pedophile than a tranny fucker is a pedophile.
But
tranny fucker.
She had all this satanic stuff like hanging in her room.
Girl because he was 13.
She had like skulls and like bats hanging, and I was so freaked out. So I thought of like listen, I have to tell you like I have a girlfriend. And, I was going to cheat. I can't do that. And I started crying about it.
You didn't mention the skulls and the bats? Or...
No. I just, I was like, I can't do this. And I started crying. And she was like, well, you can't leave. But she was, like, cuddling me. Oh, that's so sweet. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
Wow.
Hey, what's up? It's Jason. And on Wednesday's wrap-up show, Scott DePace, everyone's giving him a hard time for saying that he hits his dog, and knees the dog in the chest, and does God knows else to that poor creature in his house. And I don't know why he can't be more like me with my little dog Teddy at home that I just love, and I just put my little nose up against his belly and go, oh, Teddy, oh, you're such a good boy. You're such a good little man. Good little man. I don't think Scott has it in him, so fuck him. He's an asshole. Now, excuse me. I had some business to take care of. Get the fuck out of here.
Scott, you were in there today because Sam Simon sat in. Actually, Sam was on for practically the whole show. But one of the things that came up was the way you discipline your dog. And before you say anything, Gary, did you expect Sam to confront Scott in some manner today? I mean, other than likening him to Hitler, he really didn't, get in his face too much.
Yeah, but that's not Sam's thing. Sam sort of voiced his opinion. He said, Scott goes, I could do anything I want. And Sam's like, no, you can't do anything you want with a dog. I think there are people who think they could do anything they want with an animal.
But who is Sam to tell me how to raise my dog?
Well,
what is he, the expert? I mean,
he owns a foundation.
So what?
That tells people how to train dogs.
I've probably had 5, 6 dogs growing up. All of them were great dogs. So I think my way is proven and it works.
But you can hit your kid, and that's proven, and it's not against the law. I can't tell you not to hit your kid, but I think it's wrong.
Right. Well, I don't think you should even tell me that it's wrong.
I think it's weird if you hit your kid in the back of the head every time he says something you don't like.
Well, I wouldn't hit him in the back of the head. And a kid, and you're equating a kid with an animal, a dog. There is an intelligence difference there.
Right, but just because somebody's less intelligent means you can physically abuse them?
If that's what works.
You got to listen back to this someday.
No, I don't. If I have a dog and I sit there and keep trying to have conversations with it and it doesn't work, well, then why would I keep doing it?
Would you ever take a retarded guy and tell him he's on the moon?
We're saying there's alternative ways to train an animal besides hitting them.
But why do I need an alternative if my way works?
Because some folks see it as maybe not the most humane way.
Howard's way. Well, how about Howard's way, where he goes, no. Maybe I think that's cruel. He's yelling at the dog, basically. Maybe the dog's feelings are going to get hurt.
But you can't make the comparison. It's not a physical. You're not physically abusing a dog.
Who are you to say? You're not a dog, so you don't know. Maybe that hurts them more.
Thank you for pointing that out, Scott.
You're a monkey.
At least Sam's a
Bald
vegan.
monkey.
This has come up recently. Sam's a vegan, so at least he puts his money where his mouth is and everything. But I do think there's a little bit of hypocrisy about people that eat mammals that yell at Scott for, like, spanking his dog. I mean, it'd
like
be
Howard.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like anyone. Like it'd be like Jeffrey Dahmer yelling at people for spanking their kids.
It's not like that.
Yeah, it is.
Why, Gary?
Because people eat meat, and you can still eat meat and still have a pet, and a pet is not meant to be eaten.
But
so you're going to treat a pet
by
a different
our
way.
cultural standards. I mean, people eat dogs in China, don't they?
Right.
I don't know. That's what they say.
Yeah. Okay.
But in this so if he goes to China, he can eat and beat the dog. But here
it's okay there.
But here it's a different culture.
Well, that's interesting.
But in my house,
why is that interesting? There's a lot of things that we don't. Hold on. There's a lot of things that are acceptable in other parts of the world that aren't here. Is that so weird?
I just think it's a whole
listen, if I lived in the
hypocritical.
If I lived in the Middle East, I could sell my daughter when
we
she's
talk
12.
about the whole Michael Vick incident and all that, and everyone wants him to, pretty much go to hell and just die. And yet they play football with something made out of a pig. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing's ridiculous. A pig's way smarter than a friggin' dog, too, by the way.
I don't know what road we're going down here. But
I mean, you're not torturing
double
a pig.
Standard for animals.
I feel it's horrible to be mean to animals.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I mean, like eating them is. I think most dogs would rather be spanked occasionally rather than eaten.
Well, I have a question for Scott. You said that Sam has no, who is he to tell you? Why is he more of an expert? Because you know your dog, you've trained it, etc.
Right.
Is there anybody you would listen to?
No, not really.
Yeah, exactly.
For not just dog advice, but
just being honest. No, I mean, listen, if there was some guy who swore that I've got the secret and it works every time, maybe I'd let him do it, and if it totally worked, then that would change my opinion. But I have something that works. It's like I've ridden a bike, and I know how to do it now. So why would I change? It doesn't make sense.
And you don't find...
Because every bicycle isn't the same.
No, I certainly would not change because it somehow...
You can't compare a bike to an animal.
I certainly wouldn't change because somehow it offends you. That's really what this comes down to. You guys are saying, whoa, that's terrible. I don't see it as terrible. I don't think the dog sees it as terrible. The dog loves me. This morning came up on my lap and rolled over.
I could fucking take pictures of you and have you arrested if I wanted to be a douchebag. I really could. If you hitting your dog, call animal control, they'd arrest you.
Well,
seriously.
bring it on.
What? No, I'm just
saying.
saying.
No way.
I'm saying that.
There is no way.
Wait, Gary, you can get arrested for hitting your dog with a newspaper?
Well, I don't know about a newspaper. You could get, I could say he's been beating his dog.
First of all, wait. I've never used a newspaper. That does seem a little odd. I use my hand.
What's been a newspaper is softer than a hand. Why is a newspaper odd? That's your personal opinion.
Yeah, no, that's right.
So could you call the cops if I got in a fight with my brother? Like if we got in a fist fight with my brother, would that be?
No, because your brother can defend himself.
Right.
Huh? So can a dog. A dog could bite.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So
no.
you don't find what you do to be cruel. You just find
Not
it's
at all.
It's the way that you need to
The
discipline
dog
your.
stops doing what she was doing. She turns at me, looks, and then that's it. It's over, and she's learned. Now she does not go up on the table and eat the food. So thank you.
Can I say two things? First of all, Scott, that analogy between you eat food and you have a pet, here's the difference. You invite that pet into your house. You choose that dog out of all the dogs in the world, and you say, I'm going to give you a home and care for you and feed you. Now you have a responsibility. It's like having a child. You can't say, oh, I eat meat so I can treat my dog however I want to.
That's not what he's saying, but isn't it a little hypocritical for you?
No, it's sort of exactly
you
what
guys
he's
that
saying.
eat meat? Yeah, isn't it still two wrongs?
No.
So it's wrong for him to spank his dog, but it's not wrong for you to eat an animal of equal intelligence?
First of all,
we didn't invite that animal into our home to be a pet.
I didn't point to a cow and say, hey, I'm going to take care of you for the rest of your life and protect you.
So it's
why?
just your animal.
Yeah, that's right. You're responsible for your animal.
So it's not all animals, it's just your personal animal.
But
you don't care what happens to other
if
people's dogs, just your
Scott
dog.
enjoyed going out hitting other dogs. Would you have a problem with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
You didn't invite that dog
Yeah,
to
he
your home.
didn't give the dog a miss.
Benji and Will, if you're going to equate
And
eating
Will, did you
meat
get
that was killed at a
for my
butcher
blog? I wrote that 2 months ago.
to hitting a dog, you
Benji's credit.
guys are really stretching to make a point. If you can't see the difference between we lock people up in jail, should we lock everybody up in jail? I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Well, they do a crime. That's why we do it after they do a
Scott
crime.
did a crime. He jumped on the table.
The other thing we learned,
but that's the point.
The other thing we learned from Scott is that
confused by
that's
this
why
argument.
Hold on.
the other thing we learned from Scott is really how stupid he is. Because look at the rigid thinking. I found a way that works, and I don't care what new information is brought to light, what experts chime in on it, what works for other people or not. I found the way that works, and regardless of any new information, I am just going to go stick with what I know, despite anything else. And that, to me, is such a sad way to live your life.
Why? Listen, asshole. Why would I waste my time doing a whole new way to do something and go, no, like Howard said? What if it doesn't work and I've just wasted my time? I have a process that works.
Having said that, why would you pick up a cell phone? The old rotary phone still works.
Why
would you move ahead? Why would you go through progress?
Why do you beat your dog with the old-fashioned phone, not a cell phone?
Let him answer the question.
That's called progress.
Growing, learning.
No. But there was no problem with the old way. The old way with a rotary phone was a pain in the ass. Doing that thing with your finger, it would hurt the whole time.
Jason, there are studies that prove that obesity will kill you at this point. Then why don't you change your lifestyle?
I should, but at least I'm only affecting me. I'm not shoving food down somebody else's face.
Well, I'm only affecting my dog.
What do you mean? You're affecting our healthcare costs. You're affecting my room, my comfortability on a plane.
I don't sit next to you.
Yeah, but you can go down there. Listen,
we have to look at you.
I don't know where this is going.
I know it's gone to a weird place.
Will, you have cancer. Why don't you stop drinking and fucking doing drugs and shit?
John Hine is now going. Hold on, guys.
I don't.
John Hine is now going to get the fishing pole and reel it in.
I'm going to try. So, Scott, your philosophy in general, and tell me if you think I'm wrong, is basically if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This works for me, and there may be other ways to do it, but my way works, and I'm going to stop it.
And it's quite offensive that everyone else has these opinions that I'm somehow, it makes me want to beat her more.
Really? Would you not have opinions if somebody was beating their kid?
I got a question. Why do I need the video caddy? My swing works fine, and it's been working fine for years.
Fair
Why do
point.
I need that?
That's a
because
fair question.
I can prove to you the video caddy makes it easy to record your swing.
It's what you said.
And through video analysis, your swing is going to be a lot better.
That's
There's
not
a lot
true.
of pros use video analysis.
I don't believe you, and I think what you're saying is stupid.
I thought you said you don't listen to pros.
And look at how bad.
What? You just said you wouldn't listen to an expert's advice on how to
That's exactly
train
right.
a dog.
No, if
Yes, you did.
if there's proven success, I see these guys on
But there
television.
is proven success. You can get a
There
dog
is
to
not.
obey.
I have proven success.
You can get a
That's the
dog to
difference.
obey without hitting him,
Listen,
without punching him in the
if
snout.
I was a pro on my own and never used video analysis, then this argument would hold up. But that's not true, right? I'm not a pro. Thank you.
So can you really trust the confession your dog is giving if you're torturing it?
I had a dog. Wait, here, let me tell you one more. A neighbor of mine just told me a new trick for if your dog keeps jumping up on you, which our dog does.
Shoot him
so
with a
what
BB
you
gun.
Grab the paws and then you sort of knee him.
Oh,
right in the chest.
Knee him in the chest?
And it only takes once, and they'll never do it again. So I'm tempted to try that.
Wait. Explain that one more time because everyone was talking over you.
First of all, a lab's a big dog. So when they jump up on you, you grab their paws and then take your knee and just, you knee them in the chest there.
Right, you get them in the Adam's apple till the wind is knocked out of them, and then when they pass out.
And apparently, they'll never do it again.
Are you guys arguing, Scott, about effectiveness or like cruelness?
Right? Both. It's both. But it's both.
Hey, by the way, Jason, isn't your cat declawed?
No, not at all. Full claws. Come over and look at them tomorrow.
Listen, Benji, if every day when you interrupt hold on.
Just terrified to come up on the pedestal.
If every day if I felt you interrupted the show, if every day you did that, no, I punched you in the head as hard as I could.
Right.
That would be effective. But it's not necessarily the right way to do it.
I agree. I'm saying, but you guys seem to be saying to Scott that this is more effective.
The problem with your analogy
No, we're
is
saying it's as effective and more humane.
you could use words. He's a person. That's the difference.
Do you talk to your dog? Do you ever use words with him? Do you say no?
Yeah, but I don't expect them. Yeah, no and yes, maybe.
Calm.
And they eventually learn those words. But I don't expect if I have a full sentence communication with them that she's going to turn around and answer me.
I have this problem
What
with
if
the
you
dog,
write it
by
down?
the way.
What's that?
If I could say that it's a big problem that we've been working with the trainer with about Teddy, and he's a much smaller dog than Scott's dog. But Teddy the dog jumps up when you walk in. And what Janice and I have been working on is, and it's effective, but yes, it takes a couple more days than kneeing the dog in the stomach.
See?
But when you walk in and the dog jumps on you, you just ignore it. You don't give it any sort of attention whatsoever. You just walk away and ignore it. And I'll tell you what, after 3 days of doing that, it's like a whole new dog. It's like a whole new dog. And let me tell you something. I haven't had to knee it in the stomach, pull its tail, smack it on the head. I had to put up with 2 extra days of the dog jumping on.
Jason, what do you do when it won't put on its little Derek Jeter jersey?
He never had to. Let me tell you something about the Derek Jeter jersey. He pulls that jersey out of his little toy box and brings it over to me.
Did you tell Derek Jeter the other day about the jersey?
If I only had the time.
I think Jason's dog's more tortured than Scott's.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we had superfan Jillian Barbary Reynolds, and lots of stuff came up, but we had 2 surprise visitors.
Well, Sal and Richard, 2 of my absolute favorites, dropped by because everybody's been hounding them lately, like, why are you guys in your cubbyhole? What's going on? So they sort of come out of their hibernation to talk about what's going down and what's really pissing them off.
They don't freak you out at all.
Oh, my God, no. I love them. When I hear the phone ring, when I'm listening in my car and I hear ring, I go, yes, it's a morning phone call. Who's it going to be?
Jillian on the wrap-up show. Here we go.
I want to bring something up because Jillian said, where's Sal? And I said this to Jillian. I said, it's really weird. Sal's like hardly visible anymore around the office, hardly comes on the air anymore. He's like, I don't know whether you're being introspective or whether you've been given the edict to not come on the air, but you've sort of disappeared in the office.
No, I mean, I've just been working in the back.
I know, but your work is great. I'm not talking about your work. I'm talking about the rest of Sal is missing.
Those guys hide themselves now. They close the door.
But they're doing such good work in there.
But it's clear that you guys have some sort of a beef something's going on.
Okay, I personally don't have a beef, and I don't think Richard does as well. But the thing is that, Howard right now, the show lately seems so congested, and it seems like Howard's head is all over the place. And, there's a certain rhythm to the show, and I feel like I don't want to be that guy, that's going to come in and cause the explosion. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the guy that pulls the last card where the house of cards falls in.
Totally understand, but how did you come to that revelation after 3.5 years?
It took me, because I'm an idiot. It took me 3.5 years to get it through my thick brain. A normal person probably would have gotten it in 3.5 minutes. So I kind of, I'm very particular about my spots, and unless I'm really passionate about something, I decide to stay away.
But I don't even hear it like you and Richard used to roughhouse in the halls, and I have to yell at you.
Yeah.
Like, you guys don't come out of your hovel.
No, we don't. We found a new Tradio database, so we've been calling them from 6 a.m. literally to about 1 o'clock. And we've been doing a lot of that, a lot of editing. We just recently went on the street for the homeless games and stuff. Right. We've been cutting that up. So we've been doing a lot of work in the back. So, Howard said a billion times, get in the back, get in that cubbyhole, go back and do your prank calls, get the hell out of my studio. So we're kind of getting it now. And we're not hiding, but we're focusing more on the back. As far as Will and stuff and being in the pit, that's a different story.
Will spoke about it last week that Richard really doesn't want to bother those guys as well, and that's Richard's thing. He could speak.
But
about
where are
it.
you? I don't see you in there that much.
No, I was in there today. I put up the porn clips today, the new porn clips that Howard spoke about. I put up a real bad Michael Jackson joke that Steve talked me out of when he was talking about Michael Jackson. I put up a couple of jokes, so I'm still in there.
All right.
I love that you're doing the Tradio stuff. It gets better and better and better.
And even with Richard, if Richard puts up media, I'll go in as a courtesy to Will. To let him know that this.
What do you mean by that?
Well, let's say Howard's in the middle of a conversation and he's talking about an old lady. Like we'll put up a Blue Iris song. Like, oh, here's a song that she sang.
So you do that now. Richard doesn't do that.
Richard does that. But if Richard comes up with the idea at the moment, like, hey, I'm going to put up this Blue Iris song, I'll go in and tell Will.
You're Richard's spokesperson.
In other words,
in the pit.
Right? Richard won't go to the pit anymore. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, he doesn't want to bother them. But
did anybody notice that
He'll still put up the media with
he
me.
Contributes.
He's still contributing.
He contributes, but he doesn't want to deal with the likes of Will.
He's not crazy about the pit, lately.
Did anybody notice he shaved his head, Richard?
I did. I said when I brought him in, he looks like Lex Luthor.
Oh, Richard, you're more than welcome to come down.
He's working hard, and he has, according to him, he has no beef with anybody, but he prefers to stay in the back and not ruffle anybody's feathers. That's his
Again, how did he come to that revelation after 3.5 years?
I don't know. I think
so. He's been here for 3.5 years, being Richard. And 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, he decided that he's going to stay in the back.
Well, he works really hard, and I
know
guess
we know you work hard.
Will rubbed him, I guess, the wrong way. It was like one too many times where Will said, "Get the fuck out of here, leave me alone."
Well, Richard's going to come down and speak his mind. We were talking before about how everyone really hasn't seen you a lot lately around. And Sal said you guys are just busy in the back cranking away on different stuff.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we've kind of found out that just keeping to ourselves and doing our work and stuff is kind of works better for us. It's
but I understand that, but something must have changed along the way. Because the other
I did get into it with Will a while back, but we were just talking. No, everything's cool. It takes me a while to get over when I get in an argument with somebody. He gets over stuff really quick, and I'm finally over it. Everything's cool, but sometimes me and Sal feel like we're kind of bothering people, and we don't want to get in the way. And like Howard always says, less is more. We want to stay back there, do our work. We don't want to, bother anybody. We don't want to get yelled at or get ragged on, and we just kind of do our thing.
Can I ask these guys a question? And probably is more towards you, but as a super fan of the show, it feels like sometimes that Sal and Richard, you guys are damned if you do, damned if you don't. So they're back there doing their thing. Then they come out and it's like, oh, fucking go back in your hole, and you're out here too much. You want too much attention. You just fucking try to be funny. And then they go and they're doing their thing. Like, where are you guys? What's wrong with you? You're not. It's like.
Well, yeah. I mean, part of the beauty of, I would say, less of Richard and more of Sal is that there is a middle ground, and Sal doesn't know where it is. Sal doesn't know where the line is. Which
at Howard's wedding?
Well, just in general, but Sal.
I got your ticket, by the way. Thank you.
My nickname, I tell Sal this. I call him Sal No Governale. He has no governor on him.
Great.
And so but that's the beauty of Sal, that he doesn't know when enough is enough.
Right. So Richard, Sal's not your spokesperson in the back. He was saying you go and put something up, and he tells Will that you want to, instead of you doing that.
For a while, it was like that. Yeah, after me and Will got into it, it was like because we got into it over show stuff. Like I was calling in with drops while Sal was calling in with drops, and I guess it kind of confused Will, and he got angry about it. So I felt weird going in and putting stuff up. So I would just tell Sal, and Sal would go do it for a while.
Yeah, we went through that. I think we have a pretty good system now. But what would happen is when we got here, they'd want to play stuff for me, and their stuff isn't 20 seconds long. And I would say, come back in a little while. And then they felt like I would forget that they were there, and they felt like they were getting blown off. And now what they do is they IM me when they have something. And then I listen to it. And then sometimes you'll IM me, did you get to that yet? Yes, I did. I gave it to Howard. But it is hard when the show's on live and you're standing right over me, because I always feel like I have to listen. Shuli comes in every day to ask me whatever the question of the day is. And I'll say, give me 2 seconds. I got to hear how this plays out. And he's fine. He doesn't get insulted by it. But I felt like sometimes you guys did. And now I think we have the system down fine.
Mm-hmm.
So today is the run-through, the very first run-through of the new studio. As you can see, everybody's kind of gathering into place, and the whole staff will be here pretty soon. And it's going to be a dry run. Howard's going to sit in his seat, Robin's going to sit in her booth, everybody's going to sit in their spaces, and we're going to see if everybody likes everything so far, because it'll give us a couple days to make any tweaks if we have to make any tweaks. So everybody should be here really soon. So we're going to get started.
Okay, let's man, if I go anywhere off this mic.
Yeah, well, that's the same kind of mic you've been working.
I know,
right?
but I don't know why it sounds so bassy and hollow.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what. However I had it set at K-Rock, it didn't fatigue my voice. And what I'm hearing, it's a very fatiguing kind of. We really couldn't set it without you. Okay, so how could since I can't hear you? Well, I'm going to make this noisy now. All right, go ahead.
What I'm saying is, we really can't set it without. If we're setting it for you,
okay,
you got to be here.
So, what would you suggest we do to get it to that sharp, crisp, very?
For somebody to sit with you on the mic and adjust the process.
All right, can we adjust it now?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
And then I think you should go through each mic to see
That's
what each
we're
one
gonna do.
sounds like.
We're gonna go around the room, and everyone's gonna get into the bag.
Testing.
1, 2.
1, 2. Now we are now testing this out for proper modulation.
Man,
as you will know, when you
shut
record,
up, Dad. Hey, you know, I had a weird experience today.
What's that?
I had to ring the bell at NASDAQ.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
And it is my great pleasure to open the first trading day of 2006 with Sirius Satellite Radio, and I ask Mel and Howard to join me here on stage. Congratulations.
Come here, baby. Oh, good. I got to tell you something before Mel speaks. I have never seen such exciting television in my life. How is it that I have missed this show? I'm busy watching Regis. I am so stupid. This is just exciting. I mean, you sound like you're making love to these stocks, Bob. Is he married?
I'd like to present to you this crystal in honor of the first trading day, welcoming you to the NASDAQ stock market and to Sirius Radio. Congratulations, Howard and Mel.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Look at that.
Where is the bell exactly?
It's really weird. You know how? There it is. You know how?
That's the
Just
bell.
like that, right?
You know how?
It's a bell.
It's here now.
Did you hear about my call New Year's Eve? I was going to call you.
I heard about it. I did not hear you.
It's really incredibly liberating to do radio here because you have the feeling that no one's listening.
Well, you're right in my case.
And I just sat there and I started talking, and it was probably some of the best radio I ever did.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like just sort of rambling.
Now, somebody called you, or you were
no,
here?
Here's what happened. Okay, we should wait till we get on the air for this.
Oh, well, why did you start?
Is that you get into a rap?
I mean, this is.
I said, is he going to do a show?
Are we broadcasting this right now?
You don't want anybody to.
I don't even want to know if we're broadcasting this. It's a test. And by the way, if this is being broadcast, don't expect anything exciting.
No,
this is not the launch. This is a
testing
test.
Equipment.
If I was on the air right now and I wanted to play something off this digital cart, okay, everything here is pretty much the same as what I had. The only difference is I have no cards. Right. And despite the annoyance in the beginning, I believe in the end it'll be great. And what I'm looking at right now are two computer screens. My left computer screen has a listing of everything that's in the profit system. Am I correct? Okay.
So everything so far.
All right. On my right-hand side, I see a blank screen. We're going to run a drill now, okay? I want you, Gary, to go out and pick 7 bits that you think would be good for us to do a show, and I want to see how long it takes you to do that, and put it in my profit system. I put it in my car. What do you call this thing on the right-hand side? What?
Button bar.
Put it on my button bar. It's so gay.
Your BB?
My BB.
Yeah.
Put it on the BB. GD. What have you been doing?
What do you mean? Today we went over the profit system.
Oh,
and
you use the profit system too?
Yeah, I have one for the news. I have to
Good.
put, any news card I would put on the same thing for you.
Baba Button. Oh, we're calling it Baba Button Bar.
Yeah, you got it. The Baba Button Bar.
All right. So now let's say, guys, I'm looking at my left-hand computer screen right now, and I see something called Song Parodies Richard Christie Freedom. I like that. I want to play it right now for Robin, okay?
What do you do?
Can I drag that with my finger?
It's not on your Baba Button
No.
bar?
They're loading the Baba Button now, but I'm going to put this, I'm going to drag this over right now and see if I can do that.
You should be able to play from there, I think.
Oh, I should? Can I do it with my finger? Well, no.
Use your finger.
Use your finger. Right. See? It's not working. Oh, is this annoying? It just doesn't work.
Is that what you're supposed to be able to do?
Is the pot up?
You know what? I'm going to need a mouse for this because, and maybe just a mouse right here because, bro, this does not work.
You could have my mouse.
Look at this, guys.
You got a mouse?
Watch me on this.
I have a mouse.
Look. Boom. Now, I want to play it.
No, you don't play it.
That's not the
All
way.
right. Okay, I'll drag it. Okay? Wait.
No, you can't. You need a mouse to drag.
So then I can't keep the mouse on the keyboard. I need to have an independent mouse. Am I right?
Wireless mouse.
Because aren't you going to want me to drag shit right? Your stuff over? Yeah. I had this thing I was going to curse.
Right. You just told us all not to curse.
Well, we're going to try that.
Not even the C word?
What?
Oh, that's right. He was supposed to break
Yeah,
that
don't
up.
say that C word. Artie can say it. What?
Artie is it?
Hold on. Go ahead.
Okay, so now there's stuff in your button bar. I just put 7 things in there for you.
Understood that. But I want to drag something over. So now I'm discussing that. You know, we're removing this.
Right.
And we're going to make this keyboard wireless. I think the mouse has to be a hard mouse. And the mouse has got to I got to be able to drag like that.
Why does the mouse have to be a hard mouse? Why can't it be wireless?
Because then I'm going to have to drag the whole... Oh, it could be a wireless mouse.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't want it in the keyboard. You follow my distinction?
Yes.
Okay. Because what I'm saying is... What the hell? Guys.
You need a mouse pad.
Oh, jeez.
Close that.
Hold on.
Can we go back to cards?
That's what it felt like this morning when
All
we
right.
were having
This
our
is going to be a good
This
thing.
is going to be good. Don't be
People
discouraged.
are so negative.
Now I am going to do a test. Testing. All right, we know the microphones don't sound right. I'm going to test the phones. Ooh.
All right,
Now,
so
our
we
new-
never tested the rest of the microphones.
Our
We're
new-
really getting crazy here.
I guarantee if you pick up Bobo's there. He's been waiting since December 20th. Hey, Howard, what's going on? What's going on?
Double A.
Howard, it's Bobo.
I'm going to test reverb. Test. Whoa, guys, we need a fix on plate. Scott, this is supposed to be plate?
Just bring it up a little.
Okay. Okay. This
Boy,
isn't
that's
plate
very
reverb.
sensitive.
That's reverb. Get over here, you bulldozer.
What's the difference?
Well, that's just
It's
a
not.
hollow, echoey thing.
You know I like slap echo. Come here, I'm going to slap you in your bald head. Who decided to bring you over here?
Try the harmonizer first.
What?
Try the harmonizer. Forget the
No.
we'll
Seriously,
change that.
that's not plate reverb, is it?
It's a hall.
Is it a slap echo? Do you know what slap echo is?
Yeah. All right. There you go.
Listen to me. That's not good. It doesn't sound right.
That's good for the homo room.
No, it's not. That
it's
is not the homo room.
That's not the homo room?
All right, Fred, I'm going to go down in the homo room now and take my penis out and play penis ping pong for the test. Let me see how quick you can do that. What does Fred Mix say? What is that, Fred Mix?
That's Fred.
All right, I'm walking down the stairs, Robin.
Okay.
I'm obviously wearing high heels.
Yes, it's the 70s.
Yeah.
You're wearing your disco boots.
It's my disco boots. It's very echoey in here because I'm in a homo room.
And you still haven't gotten that drip fix.
Oh, look what I have playing on the movie screen.
What?
Bareback Mountain.
Bareback. No, Brokeback.
Oh, no. This is Bareback.
Oh, I see.
Oh, look. William Shatner's still down here.
Somebody let him out.
All right, guys. I know we're kidding around here, but I got to tell you something.
That's not the reverb.
It sounds horrible. We need.
We can change that. There's no problem.
What are you doing? You picking your nose? I'm talking to you, and you're picking your nose.
And now he wants to slap you on the back.
Yeah. Now why don't you shake my hand so I can get dead from you?
Why don't you go help Rover?
Well, you try Bob Ray.
No, where is the harmonizer? Because the reverb isn't right.
The harmonizer's
Are you going to fix that?
right there.
This is the harmonizer?
Yeah.
Check.
He's looking at Scott like Scott can fix anything. Are you going to fix that?
Ooh.
Oh, you like that? You're beautiful.
Now where's Quivers? I got balls the size of an elephant. Robert's not on the air. Robin is gone.
Everybody has it but me.
What did you do? Did you take the program out?
Hello.
Oh.
No, she should come through there.
What do? You knock program down?
Yeah, take program out.
Check. Right, listen to me. I'm going to tell you something, Scott.
For the purposes, if you sit and work the board, what the hell good is that?
Same thing as you used to do
I don't remember what it used to do.
at the other studio.
I'm on vacation. You should take program out. Oh. Wait a second.
Of my mic as well.
Wait, what are you doing?
You have to take program out
All right,
on my mic.
hold. Let me hear you, Robin. She's gone. She's not even. Scott, come here. I'm going to bang your head into the ceiling. She's not on. I'm not. Oh! Okay, hold on. Seriously. Wait a second.
Okay, we've identified that the following in our test. Robin's on harmonizer.
She is. It's on auxiliary. It's not on audition.
What? What? No, seriously, what is it?
Auxiliary.
Auxiliary.
A-U-X.
It's on auxiliary because you go ugh when you hear it.
Where is auxiliary? What do you mean she's on auxiliary?
That'll feed the harmonizer.
So, I mean, I'm going to take out a programmer, and I got to put her in auxiliary? I'm going to need a manual.
You just take both of you out of program and bring up the harmonizer.
And then you stand on one foot and jump.
We're right on pace for 1907.
Oh, that's me. Hold it a second.
Wait a second.
I like Robin's laughing.
Why is she now working as opposed to before? Is there something special I have to do to her?
No, it'll always be
Was
set.
it not set right?
It wasn't
That's
set
what
right.
you're trying to tell me.
Ah.
I'm trying to tell you, but I don't know how to
I
talk.
left out one little thing.
Now, I've given the phone number out. Is there anyone on these phone lines, or is this whole satellite thing a bust?
Howard, how you doing?
Is anybody listening?
What's going on?
Like, I can't tell if anyone's on the line.
Okay, do you have a screen in front of you? A phone screen
Like,
program?
nothing's lit up.
Scott Greenstein's on the line.
Those are lit up?
Flash. No, these are open lines. They'll flash when there's actually a call.
So, in
So
other words,
there's
no
nothing
one is
happening?
listening. I mean, this whole thing is a waste of time.
Nothing's happening. Are you sure we're being broadcast?
Do you have the program in front of you that tells you who's on which line, Howard?
Is there a way we can broadcast on regular radio?
This is a perfect time to plug my movie.
Tim, get out there and
To
call.
Noah. Well, plug it to me then.
Howard, if you want to come see it. If anyone in this room wants to come see it.
Wait a minute.
All right.
Your movie is showing somewhere?
No,
Benji, let me test your mic for a second. And also, I answer this question. Can you go home right now and listen to this so we have one listener?
Yeah.
Could you go home and call
Can I
us?
call in?
Go home and call in. All right, line 3 is Jason. I believe he works for us.
Yeah, he's calling from the other room.
I'm in the other room.
Where is the phones? Why doesn't it say phones? Hello?
Hey now.
Hey now, okay. So, Jason, you're the only one listening to this?
Yeah, me and the infants.
How does it sound?
That's 5 people.
It sounds okay. Artie sounds louder than everybody else, but otherwise.
That's what I was afraid of. I don't know what the mix is out there.
My mic's
Artie hired a guy
To jack up his
to
microphone.
jack up his mic.
My mic's a little hot. Not to send the Q radio on you, but
You mean to tell me I give out a phone number and not one person is listening?
From 20 million to 1?
Well, you know what?
I'm used to broadcast. What did you say?
They're throwing it on the air now.
Oh, it wasn't on the air.
Oh.
You said you didn't want to
You're
know.
kidding me.
You said you didn't
You said
want
you
to
didn't want to know.
Nobody told me.
God damn, we just did some good radio.
It's all recorded. It's all recorded. I know.
What,
Well, when would we play
But you did say, you said, don't tell me.
Hey, guys.
Yes.
It sounds horrible over the phone, by the way.
What do you mean?
I mean, I can't. Everyone sounds fuzzy, and if more than one person talks at once, it breaks up. I can't really hear what's going on.
Okay, so now we've identified another problem. Let me identify all the problems. We have a lot of technical difficulties to work on.
You think we can get this all done in a day?
I can't believe this wasn't on the air.
I think we're going to be on the air, so we'll give out the number
I mean,
in a
I'm
minute.
ready to leave, and we're going to go on the air. This was good radio.
People seem to. Some people were under the impression that we were going to be here for 4 hours doing this test today.
No, we're not here 4 hours. I'm leaving here.
We're
at 6
identifying
o'clock.
problems.
My trainer doesn't know that because I'm seeing him at 6.
Yeah. So Tim, are we on?
Trainer.
We're going to be on, like they're putting it on right now.
I got a trainer for the move, Robin.
I'm going to kill myself.
None of the lines are activated?
They're not activated.
No, we're saying the phone lines aren't activated.
Oh, God.
So we're still, the phone lines aren't activated, and we're not on the air.
But we'll be on the air in a minute.
If we could throw one more at you, nothing plays when you're on hold. You can't hear the show when you're on hold. Well, we know that.
Well, we know that.
Who's that smart ass?
We know that. All right, so now we've identified. All right, so let's review. Let's review.
Anybody got a pen?
Tim's going to put us on by the time we're ready to leave.
Right.
Okay, that's good.
Lunch at Del Fresco's was great.
You can't eat there every day, Artie.
I'm going to be broke.
You can't eat at that place.
Wait, you know what? I'm bumming out that we're not on the air.
I know.
I was broadcasting like we were on the air.
Well, we may be on the air now.
But then again, we may not.
I need to know when we're on the air.
But you said don't tell me.
But no, I meant don't tell me within the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, but throw us on the air.
I purposely didn't bash JR and Elvis.
See, I think there was a sub-discussion going on with people here whether this should be on the air or not in terms of...
I said put it on the air. There's no when I say what should be done, there should be no discussion. I don't understand the discussions. Who discusses this?
I was told we were going on the air.
Right. And who said
But
not
how
to put
long
it
does
on
it
the air?
take to do that? Is that some kind of a...
What did he go to Scott Greenstein and he goes,
No.
I don't know what to do. I don't know. It doesn't sound right to me.
No, there was another guy in here not too long ago, and he was asking, should we be
said,
ready
put
to
me
go on
on
the
the
air?
air.
But this was before you got here.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there's some steps to be taken, I guess.
In other words, they don't flick a switch.
Yeah, that's right. I have to bend over and get a big fat stick in my ass. That's the big step.
You got a BlackBerry, Scott.
I thought I was doing the show for 6 people. Turns out I'm doing it for 0 people.
You're doing it for yourself.
I think it sounds cool.
What were the odds of that?
Was that a surprise to you, Artie?
Artie, you're really good when no one listens.
How am I doing that? I'm killing.
Wait till those microphones
all
really
the years
get
on
live.
K-Rock, he just buried his head in the newspaper.
People would say, is Artie there?
Are we going to fix this mic stand so that it has more give? Oh, we're on. Okay.
No, we're not.
No, we're not on.
We're not.
Maybe
I just was told we're on.
All right. You know what? Here's the deal.
Jason thinks
I
we're
don't
on.
want to know if we're on or not. Tim, that's the last I want
But
to know.
just give out a phone number just in case so you can...
Okay. Stop.
Something else has to be worked out. We have to know when we're on.
If we are on, that's the first thing that's to be worked on. We have to know if we're on the air. Second thing is when Howard says stay on, put us on the air, we go on the air. And if we are on the air, what people are listening to right now is this is not our show. I mean, it's Howard and Robin and the gang, but it's not our show. We're doing a test of the equipment.
Right.
I assumed you were listening to the test for the last hour, and I got to say,
Because it was pretty funny.
It was funny as hell. And now that we know we're on the air, we suck.
We have nothing more to say.
Here, we got a guy calling in. Let's see if I can handle this. Here I go to a phone call. You guys ready?
All right.
Ready.
All right, watch me. Hello there.
Hey, Howard, this sounds great, man. I'm from Arizona. I'm in my truck. It sounds phenomenal.
Really?
That's Sal.
Oh,
Get
you
out
bastard.
of here.
That's Sal.
Scumbag.
Sal, that's you, right?
Yeah, it's Sal the stockbroker.
I was going to get all excited.
Is it that the phone lines don't work or literally no one listens to satellite?
Sal does a
I
killer
don't know.
Arizona
I still
accent.
am unsure that we're on.
No, we're on.
We're on
the air.
If we're going to go on the air January 9th, I want to make a statement right now. There's a ton of things that don't work. And now I'm going to run through every one of them that I've discovered so far in sitting here for an hour. Okay. Number one, the microphones are not set properly. We sound like we're in the mud. I'm hearing a huge room noise. That's number one. Number two, the headsets and the microphones that are on the couch. I can't tell which belongs to whom. Who or whom? Whatever.
Whom?
I can't tell who belongs to what. So on each ear, on left and right side, I would need the number that corresponds to the guest microphone. On top of that, I'm pulling up Will now on 3 different pods. Some pods or pots?
Pots.
Pots.
Well,
Potentiometers.
Try the other microphone. There should be another headset there.
So what I'm saying is, hold it.
Tim's got it on.
All right. Tim, what are you on?
I don't know. What? Test 1, 2. 1,
See,
2,
I think...
I don't know what you're on.
1, 2.
What's he on?
I think he's coming through on my mic.
Yeah, I think
he's not even Mike.
Yeah, I don't know.
Should these be color coded too with the knobs?
The sound's so bad we can't tell who's on mic. Say something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is he on? I guess
I don't
he
think
is.
so.
Test 1, 2.
Yeah, I can hear him through my headphones.
Wait. Hold on. I'm going to stop it right now. When I point to you, Tim, I want you to talk. I'm going to turn off all the microphones right now. Everything's going off. Hold on.
Talk now.
Test 1, 2, 3.
So, let me hear you.
Test 1, 2, 3.
That's it.
Yeah, you actually can see where they are by this meter.
Thank you, Scott. That was a huge help.
Where I'm pointing.
Howard, would it be helpful if you color coded like the tops of the band?
No. I need a number.
And it would color code with your pot.
No. I got to have a number. Okay. It's getting too complicated. There's too many colors and all kinds of crap. Yeah, symbols. I feel like I'm in driver's ed. All right. Who's on guest 2 now? What's Will on? How do we find Will?
He was on 3 or 4.
I'm on 4.
You're on 4.
I think so, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
now
I'm
he's
hearing you
on.
now. Okay. I'm hearing a metallic sound right now.
I think that's because you have Tim's mic jacked all the way up. Bring it down a little bit.
Test 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
All right, now let me tell you something. We're going to need to jack these all the way up, and we can't hear that kind of sound. Okay. If I want to put them all the way up, I should be able to.
There's one more issue we're going to deal with on these, and we dealt with it a little bit when we tried them out of K-Rock. When I'm done, I know what to do, but you're going to have to put my microphone down, because if I put them down now, you can hear that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like when I'm done.
Whose phone is that?
That's mine.
Let's hear that call. Maybe we can take calls through Fred's phone.
Maybe they're listening.
Somebody's listening.
Let me hear your...
Lost it.
So what am I listening to now? What is that horrible sound that sounds like a robot? What is that? 1, 2. All right, that's with the guest mics. So
And
we've
the
got a
sound
lot of
is
work
gone.
ahead of us.
Well, he was saying that those weren't gated, and that's what they need.
Oh, okay. Let's take a call from Fred. All right. Now, if I was to say to you, Tim, personal life of Fred.
By the way, you've
little
forgotten
glimpse.
about the podium mic. That was also not gated.
Okay. There's another problem. What is this? Main PFT.
That's the main music.
That's the main pift.
That's the music.
Everybody knows that. It's the universal pift.
What is that?
Main profit.
Right. Just call it profit.
Music profit.
Yeah, I got to know what things are.
But
main piffed.
May I say something?
I'm piffed off at you. You're bald and you annoy me. I got to take a breath. Oh, look, we have a call. Now, it says Steve Langford from Howard 100 is on.
Oh, my God. We're only getting calls from
and it's-
inside the building.
And it says line 21. Now, I don't see any line 21. What? What do you want to say? What?
No, he wasn't waving at you.
I'm just waving at Robin, waiting for you to talk to you.
Oh, tell me. What do you want?
I want to talk interview.
He's from the news.
You weren't. I thought you were on the phone.
No,
that's Steve.
That's Mike Piazza. Steve Langford's on the phone.
These Howard 100 reporters, I think they're under the console.
They're like ants.
Thank you, Rob.
Pleasuring.
I
them.
love you too.
Hold it. Wait. Say something. I don't know what mic you're on. What, you're on 4?
I don't have a mic.
Wait.
He's on.
No, it's the mic is right there by your mouth now.
Oh, very nice.
It's on the headset.
We don't even have this technology.
I just want to hear the quality.
What does it sound like? Is it clear? I don't know. I
It's
interviewed
low.
everybody this morning.
All right, you just ask me one question, then
I have to leave.
Yeah, because I got limited time, and I'm gonna smack you guys in the head. Go ahead.
I want to know what's the biggest problem technically
right
now.
The studio.
All right, you got one more question, Mike?
One more question.
Go ahead.
Is there anything you're happy with in the studio?
Yes.
Tell me what.
I'm happy that I'm going to turn off your mic and get you out of here. No, I'm happy.
That he can throw you out. That's
I'm happy that I have the power to throw you out of here. Robin, that is Mike Piazza, by the way.
Yes, I've met him.
Who I believe is an excellent reporter.
Mhm.
And I feel that now, because you are a newswoman,
Mhm.
you will be the figurehead for the news department as you can interact with some of these people. Maybe you'll bring them into some of the newscasts.
Oh.
Like you might say, Mike, I want you to now say something. And,
Okay, I
all right.
could do that.
Let's
I'll probably
practice.
have to because you'll never be able to pull up a soundbite.
That's right.
So we can interact.
Anyway, Mike, I got to say something.
Hey, now.
Even during the test, you're doing a great freaking job.
Thank you.
You're great. You're terrific. The whole news department's great.
Everybody over there. Oh, you weren't appreciate kidding. it. I'm sorry.
No. You don't think they're doing great?
I don't know.
Have you figured out how to work your satellite radio?
Anybody got a 4-letter word for primitive weapon?
Steve Langford is
Langford.
Steve Langford. Steve's good.
Grab that headset, the other headset. No, not that one.
And then I think we ought to have the news people leave so we can actually work.
Because we'll just focus on
You can stand there. You can stand there.
Steve wants to hear.
The microphone is on your headphones.
It's on your head.
What do you want to hear?
Howard, good.
If I could ask you just one question. In the news department, we had understood that we were not to cover this at the last minute. That's the word we got.
No, here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to come in here and do some actual work. If the news department, if the Howard 100 news department is crawling up my ass every minute, I can't get any work done. I can't constantly be doing interviews. So in a way, I said yes. I mean, what is there to cover? I mean, are they broadcasting it so you can hear it?
Right.
I mean, we do need some separation. True?
No question. The question was, if this is a public event on the airwaves, then why wouldn't a news department be able to cover it?
Because we weren't sure we were going to go public with it until Howard said, let's go public
But
with
every
it.
time we do a show, we can't have the news department. Sometimes you
Right.
need-
Do you plan to sit in on every show?
What was happening is it was getting very noisy in here, and I need to communicate with my guys. So the more people that are in here, the more my head's going to explode.
No question. I can just describe the scene in the newsroom. When they heard it on the air, they were like, wait a minute, this thing's on the air and we can't cover it.
All right, here's what you got to do, Steve. Go back and fire everyone in the news department because I'm going to go nuts from you. I got to get a broadcast on, and we're doing news.
They're up in arms.
Thank you.
Tell them to quit.
Thank you, Steve.
Let's get to Steve's request.
They're up in arms. Tell them nothing's going on
They should
here.
walk out in protest.
All right, Steve, I don't mind if you stand there in the corner, but I can't make you the focus. I can't do a press conference right now. Okay?
Well, Mike Piazza was fine until he started waving.
Yeah, I mean, Mike's waving in the corner. I got major problems going on.
What happened
Let's see, we actually have a phone caller. All right. We actually have a phone
Well,
caller.
let's not lose him.
Let's go to Sal in St. Louis.
Yes, Sean.
Hey, this is awesome. You guys sound great.
Now, who is this really a real legitimate phone caller, or is it?
I am on Interstate 76 on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. I love you guys, and I got serious, and this is great. Can I say fucking shit?
You can do whatever you want right now because this isn't even the show. This is a
If you
test.
want to bring the show in the gutter, sir, go right ahead.
Right.
This is awesome. Congratulations.
Hey, Sean, can I stop you for 1 minute? Okay, guys.
This is Craig. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, whatever you are. Craig, hold on a
He keeps
second.
changing his name.
All right. I see a button now flashing on hold. What is
Okay.
that? No, not you, Craig, Sean. This is to my tech guys. Why is that flashing like that? What does that mean?
Because Will just put it on hold in the back.
He put a guy, so that means someone's on hold. Now, if I want to take Sean Craig here,
You want to take both of them at once?
if I want to take them both at once, would I just pop this down, or would that hang him up?
Don't hang me up.
Oh, you're hanging up?
No,
Don't hang
you
up.
can't hang
No,
up. yet.
don't hang up.
You're my test case.
I love being it.
Hit that again and lock it in like you used to do.
All right, how would I lock it?
Just hit it again.
Hit it again. Hold on. I'm practicing with you, my friend.
All right.
He's locked in.
He's locked in. Okay, good. All right. Who is this?
This is Sean.
Who is it?
This is the real Sean. Well, this is the real Craig. And before you cut me off, I'm begging you to put your show through the internet for your subscribers too.
Yeah, they're working on it. Don't worry.
All right, perfect.
Can Craig hear Sean, and can Sean hear Craig?
I can, yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Sean, this is Sean. I hear a bunch of people talking.
Can you hear the guy on the phone?
What's going on, Sean? Yes, I can.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Craig?
Thanks. Now, if I want to lose Craig, or
You don't, though.
but let's say I do, I would hit this again, take him out of lock, and then I can hit hang up on him. But then I'd hang up on both.
Lock the other line.
I lock this guy.
Right.
Now I got them both locked, right?
Right.
How many guys can I lock at a time?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Dang.
How many
Nice.
calls can you take?
Also, put one on this.
Zero, because nobody listens to satellite. Let's not pretend. These are the first two guys that called in.
This page
Right.
over there.
That's awesome. Nice. Got a nice new toy.
Nice new toy to run.
How was your wedding?
I'm not talking about that till January 9th, our official start date.
Jeez.
And by the way, I should wait till January 9th because that will guarantee more
That
of a
these
cliffhanger.
two will come back.
Well,
you two guys will be back with us because you're waiting to hear if I'm married. I bet you're curious, Robin.
Not really. I think I know the answer.
Okay.
Really?
I'm testing.
It's weird having only twice as many listeners as I miss.
But already we're beating him.
is this? Is this Jenks?
Yo, good morning, Howard.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Howard.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah,
It's great.
Good night.
So now, so far, we've heard from Jenks and Joey Boots is on the phone.
No double A. Yeah, and you know what, Howard? I sent you a bunch of prank phone calls that I did that couldn't be played on regular radio.
By the way, bear with us as we try to fix our equipment. We're going to continue with this test for another 20 minutes, and then I'm out of here because there's plenty to work on.
He's got to get back to his wife.
Jenks, I can
Sorry.
hear Jenks putting the cassette in.
I got to get to Mrs. Stern.
Oh, wow, you are married?
I'm not commenting till the real show January
Dude,
9th.
if you're married.
Howard, I think you are.
Why do you think that?
I was debating. Well, because when you called in live the other night, you called her Mrs. Stern.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Did I?
You
Who said I did?
You did.
Me.
Tim is saying you.
Tim, you're saying I'm married?
No, I said you called when you called up on New Year's Eve. You mentioned, said, "Come here, Mrs. Stern."
That's right, I did. You're right. Actually, I was laying in bed, and I said, so that's a good clue.
Over the break, Beth bought New Hampshire.
She owns the whole state?
That's my revelation. I never got divorced. I'm actually still married to my first wife.
And you two were having a threesome?
Yes.
Dude, if you got married, I'm leaping off the Chrysler building.
Oh, get out. No,
hey, Howard.
Dana, I'm not going to be home.
What's wrong with a man realizing that he's fully in love? I'm not saying I'm married, but I'm just saying, yeah.
Bring that crap down to the gay channel.
Boy, do you see how hard it is to talk in here, guys? Like when the mics are up, it sounds like a hollow, echoey room to me.
Is everything on the board pinning right now?
Yes.
I got
okay,
this
that's part of the issue because it's a
Okay.
digital console. As soon as it hits red on the digital console, it just.
But I pin everything. I've always broadcast that way.
We're going to try and figure out how to make it so that you can.
I'm really. I'm looking at who's on the phone right now.
I got
Listen to that. Wait a second, James. Yep. I'm looking at who's on the phone right now. And I'm used to broadcasting to billions of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Bobo, Joey Boots, and Jenks.
Oh, my goodness.
And I think we gave all of them free satellites.
And you know what? They probably called each other and said he's on.
Howard, my first day here.
Now, why am I having trouble hearing you?
I don't
now?
know.
Wait, this
Is it
doesn't
better
sound
now?
good at all. All right, I'm going to make everything not pin. Here.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Let's see if it does sound better.
I can hear you much better on the phone now, too.
Now you're louder than everyone.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be.
So why not make this the top level right here? In other words, let me pin. Let me turn everything up. But make it here then. You know what I mean?
Here, I got to take these off.
And just give me more compression.
I need a number of things over here.
Like what?
I need a talkback
Penis?
button, and I need a cough switch.
Yeah, I would like a cough switch on some of the guest mics, believe it or not.
They don't know how to use it anyway.
No, but we do.
Robin's the only one who coughs professionally.
But I also need a talkback button. I can't talk
I need
to
to
you.
shit
I
my
can't
pants.
contact the studio.
In other words, you can't talk to Howard in his headphones and tell him
Right.
all that crap you tell him behind our back.
That's right.
That button.
Gary has a heady neck.
All that
Sabian is
crap.
bulging out of his shirt.
Okay, here's what I do. Okay? When Jenks was on the phone now, if the guest mics are up, we're in big trouble. So I have to take that all down. That's again because of the gating problem. Okay. I've noticed that you're right. If I'm not pinning right now, doesn't it sound a little better? It doesn't actually sound better, but
It sounds fuller.
it sounds fuller.
Yeah.
I need it to be crisper and less. I need some compression on there, a little less.
We can increase the compression.
You don't
Yeah.
sound like you.
I just don't sound like me.
Yeah.
You know who I sound like? I sound like Fred.
You sound like Will Pendarvis.
I don't particularly sound like me either. But
No, you sound like you.
not in my headphones. I feel like I echo a little bit.
No, you sound good.
Really?
No, but I know what you mean.
But I have to turn up my headphones really loud to hear you.
All right, Gary, say something now. if
I
don't
wish I
pin
didn't
you.
look like me.
So, so here I am, and now this sounds better to me. Since you pulled everything down, it sounds a little bit better, but this is still echoey.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, we got to work on that. All right, now I'm going to attempt to take another phone call, and then I'm going to attempt to jump out the window. What floor are we on?
36.
36,
All right.
yeah.
Now, do you want to hear from the regulars like Bobo and Joey Boots who are on here every day?
No.
Would
we
you like
wanna
to?
hear
There's a guy.
new-
There's a guy named Andrew. Andrew says we sound. Now, how is line 2? Where's? Oh, this is line 2. Okay. Andrew, say hello.
Hello.
Say testing. 1, 2.
Testing 1, 2, check.
That sounds great.
He sounds good.
Yeah, we can really hear the phone caller.
Well, you know why? He's calling from next door. He's yelling out the window.
Oh.
Good luck, guys, eh?
Thanks. Are you from Canada?
Yeah, I'm up in Canada here.
Now, I thought they don't allow us on the air in
A
Canada.
little gray market action, you know?
Wow.
You know what? I heard that a lot of people are going across the border, buying them in Detroit, and then they can get the satellite.
You know what?
feed
All
of
you
the
need
Stern
is
show.
sorry, Robin. All you need is an American address, and my parents have a place down there, but they don't get anything in the mail. So all you need is an active American address, I think, because they don't check. They just need an
Imagine the
address.
government takes this guy and throws him in jail with Cabby.
So this guy has an
not with
illegal.
Cabby.
Yeah. You know what insults me? There are fans of ours who haven't even bought satellite. This guy's doing an illegal,
Right.
thing to get us.
Yeah, it's a shame that they push us into the corner like this up here where we can't get you guys.
Would you do me a favor and tell all my friends in Canada to use my personal address?
Absolutely.
Yeah, feel
if you
free.
give it to me, sure.
I was going to say he could sell his address. He could rent it to everybody.
That's right. I'm selling my address.
Absolutely.
$47.
That's it. That's great. Anyway, good luck, guys.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks.
That's kind of cool. All right,
Yeah,
let's
so
see.
they are listening in Canada.
Let me see what Andrew. Oh, that was Andrew. Let's see, Sean. See, you guys, you got to give me numbers on these phones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's see. This might be line 8. Go ahead. That Sean?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Sounds good. I can hear him pretty good.
Is this the same Sean from before?
No, Sean, Millersville, Maryland.
I'm starting to feel like people are listening.
Oh, man, look, I was trying to get through for the past half hour.
Oh, wonderful.
45 minutes.
Yeah, by the way, on Thursdays, we're doing a run-through on Thursday. I don't
Yeah.
even know if we should put that on the air or not, because I personally think run-throughs are boring.
Oh, no, man, you got to put it on.
okay.
It's awesome.
All right, maybe we'll do it, but here's the deal.
What?
If you put a run-through on the air, isn't that a show? And then that ruins the suspense of our first
That's
show?
what I thought,
I
yeah.
think this is the last run-through. to
You
go.
really
Oh, no,
aren't
you
gonna-
can't do
come
that,
on.
man.
What do you? What
Well,
do you care?
my opinion is that I thought this was worth it. Robert said it's like hearing the orchestra tune up. Now it's sort of getting better, and it should stop for the air.
No, okay, then it sounds horrible. Sounds like crap, man. I don't want to listen to it anymore. You guys are horrible. No, it is like a real show, man. I just called up a couple buddies. It is like a real show.
Oh, then we can't put it on
Then I can't put it on the air because then the
It's
start
too
date
good.
1906 is the rallying cry for the revolution.
That's right.
That's right.
Stupid. All right. Hey, thank you. I want to run a drill because we're running out of time.
Okay.
Okay. I want Sal right now to hand me a tape. Name a tape that we play all the time that we have legal rights to play. I mean, I want him to actually give me a bit.
If
Yeah.
Sal's listening, Sal, I don't know exactly what bits we have available, but Sal would know that he's got something that we've played regularly.
All right, Sal.
Did you give it to
Wait,
him?
Here's the drill. Here's the drill. I want you to load something into the Prophet right now. Wait, I don't know. What do you want? You're over here. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
No headphones.
You don't need headphones.
Okay. He can't do it right now.
I can't do it. My
I'll bail
profit's
him on
been
this.
down. I've
right.
got
Wait,
that going
now
on.
why is
You can do it from my office.
Why is the Prophet down?
Ask Thom's been working real
Okay,
hard. I'm not
so
gonna
I know.
break his balls.
Okay, so if let's say that happened on January 9th,
right?
You could be able to go over to Gary's,
right? And we're not accessible to that. Today
Now, you
was
hear,
the-
by the way, while he's talking, you hear how hollow he is? Everyone hear it? Okay, good.
That's
yeah, go
my
ahead.
soul.
Yeah.
I was talking. We had a meeting today with the profit system, and we were going through it. We still don't know it. We know about 10% of the
You
system.
look at me. You're going to have to know by Monday how to
will.
load a tape. So if I say to you, if you hear me, here's what's going to happen.
He should know by Thursday.
Right. Wait, hold on, guys. If you see, I got to turn off your mic. That's good to know. Wait a second. Now, what mic? See, again, I don't know what mic you're on.
When we put a big number on it, you'll know.
Yeah. Okay.
Mark's
All
on
right.
4. Do you want to talk to Richard, or is that going to be too hard?
Now hold this. Oh, Richard. Now where is
He's on
Richard?
another mic.
He's right there.
What mic is that?
Gary's mic.
Gary's mic.
Check.
Oh, that's called Gary's
Hey.
mic. Okay, go ahead.
Sibilance. Hey, I just put something in your profit. Maybe we'll see
All
if
right,
it
what'd you
works.
put?
It's a gay porn clip. It says.
Of course he did a gay porn clip.
Jason Branch.
Okay, watch. I should be able to play it.
Yeah, there you go, boy.
Good. Good job.
Check out, boy. There you go.
Sal did a bad job, and you did a good
Right,
job.
so Richard was able to do it, and Sal wasn't.
So now Richard's my favorite, and Sal, you're a piece of garbage.
And it's digital.
Richard, go fuck yourself.
Now let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
I noticed with everything you're writing, it's like the F word. Everything now is the C word.
Right.
For a woman's vagina.
No, I've been slowing that
I mean,
down.
like let's try.
Right.
But like, if you got to use the word because it really works for you, or let's make the rule like if you lose it on the air and it happens. But like, Everything doesn't have to be the F word.
Howard, you have to remember in the past when I put a C word into a bit, I hit a bleep on it.
Yeah.
And that's why you're
No, now everything you're writing.
Okay.
And it's not funny.
This should be saved.
I know.
This should be saved.
All right, you two guys get off, and now I'm running a Chinese fire drill. Run back to the office and give me a tape of Blue Iris. Quickly.
Got it.
See how quick you can do it. What?
4 minutes till 6.
Yeah, well, just cut us off and go to the news. I mean, we're still doing a run-through.
Well, it's a race.
All right, they're going to...
And maybe they will get this on the air, and maybe
now,
they won't.
I have a question. Doesn't that appear in red if they throw it on now?
They can make it appear.
Fred, kill that for a second. What?
They can make it appear in red.
I would like that if it's something like if I say, because how would I find it in here?
Right. He can change when he loads it.
He can change the color.
To any color he wants.
The other way to do it, Howard, is we could put up a note: Blue Iris A7. It would, but being in red would
But
be
he'd
better.
have to then look up and down.
Right.
For
If I
A7.
see red, bam, I just hit it.
Yeah.
Let's see how long it takes them. Jack, go ahead. You're on the air. I'm testing. Go ahead, real quick.
Testing.
Hold it. Don't tell me why he's not on the air because I'm going to figure it out. Mm-hmm.
You may not get to hear this.
Wait, Jack. Jack, are you there? Hello? Now, why is the phone's not working at all? We lost the ability to take a phone?
At 6 o'clock, did they switch over anywhere?
Oh, they switched?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they're the news phones now.
How about that, huh?
Howard?
That worked.
What worked?
What?
That the phone switched over.
No,
K&L's Blue Iris, by the way.
Oh, yeah, quite
You can
good.
make those red, you know?
You can, to highlight them that they're new.
See the trouble? I guess I'm having trouble because, we're going to move this. Yeah, okay. Let me see K now.
Look at that. Isn't that the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen? And look at his body, muscles. You work out. Oh.
Any dirty words in this? I want to hear dirty words.
I can re-edit and put them back in.
Yeah, of course.
We never had bleeped anything out of this stuff. We only
Right, you go back now
What is he giving you? I didn't even hear. Somebody was handing me a card.
Blue Iris.
Was
But
she
it's-
bleeped still?
Yeah, like he didn't give us all the good dirty stuff.
Well, no, she's not bleeped.
Yeah, she may not have
never had the
sworn.
We do.
I'm gonna come.
Oh, that's good. I'm going to come.
This is, this is all an edit. I mean,
Bleeped.
What?
It's all on bleeped, yeah.
Oh, I love it. Oh, yeah. Oh. Why don't you pop all over my chest?
What'd she say? Why don't you?
I want you to pop all over my chest.
Now, let's say I wanted to rewind. I couldn't, right?
You will have the ability in a few days.
Yeah,
I
they
will?
showed us that the Prophet system can be rewound, fast forwarded.
Wow. That's tough.
It's coming. No,
It's coming?
It's
Okay.
on order.
All right, great.
They're rewriting.
All right, so I think this is a good
Pause.
first rundown. Robin should be addressing specifically her needs over in the booth.
Yeah, I have been doing that.
Fred should spend some time with his stuff and figure specifically what he needs. We've addressed some of my needs. Are we going to get rid of these two phone panels here?
Yes.
Okay. All right, those will be out. Okay. The reverb we talked about. We got a lot accomplished, I think. We talked about the mice. Okay.
Do you want my notes?
Anything you can have for us on Thursday would be greatly appreciated because, yeah. Wait, stop. I'm hearing all kinds of noise and I have no control.
Yeah, somebody's rustling papers. And...
All right, now he wants to go on. You go on.
Okay.
Go ahead. Now, what is the Gary? Oh, that mic is on. That's got to be fixed. That's got to have more flexibility. Go ahead. You talk.
Through the board on the outside, about every minute or so, there was a click, a pop. There's a lot of pops coming through.
What kind of pops?
There's lots of them.
But what do you
Like-
mean?
It sounded like when Howard would touch the board, he would
Now,
click
hold it.
the
Let's
buttons.
see.
No, it was
Yeah,
it was like it sounded like
little
clicks.
millisecond clicks. Like
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Say
like a
something.
static click.
Test 1, 2, 3,
Are you on a
4.
mic?
That's probably.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like mine's on.
Because you were saying
Yeah, I think you are.
Why am I picking you up, though?
Through probably one of the other mics. There's these
you are
mics
on.
because
No,
they're not
that's
gated.
Tim's mic is
No.
on.
I think it is on. Tim is on.
All right, forget it. It's enough tonight. All right, I feel reasonably assured that we could actually get on the air. Scott, the engineer.
Yes.
I'm going to put you in charge of one thing for Thursday, and I got to have it right. I am struggling to talk here, and I don't know why, but it doesn't sound like what I had at the other radio station, and we had a perfect blend going. And I don't know why I'm struggling so.
Well, there's a combination of a digital console, which we can't push as much, and we have to. The room acoustics are different.
So we need that addressed.
Yeah, we're gonna address that. We're
I
gonna
don't care if we have to put up
readjust.
screens or something. I'll do whatever, but we got to sound good.
Okay.
Right.
Don't tell him why.
Is this the actual room we're doing the show in?
No. Well, let's call it a day. And thanks to everyone. And this is exciting. The new studio is exciting. And we'll be complaining the whole time, but that's the way we do the show. It's funny.
Yeah.
But it's really great. And I think that this digital stuff is going to be dynamite.
Yep.
Thank you. Thanks. It's great. Thank you. Pretty wild. Right.
Very, very nice.
Thank you.
There are problems. There are obvious problems. And between now and the next rundown in 2 days, we're going to try and correct as many as we can.
It went fine. The sound is definitely different. But it's cool. Like, I have a full desk now, so I feel like I've really arrived.
I thought the run-through went reasonably well, considering we're novices. We know nothing about digital or computers, at least I don't.
Bullshit.
Sam?
Yeah.
What brings you down here today?
I have no idea.
Just came to hang out?
Well, yeah. You know, when the guy owns a company, he tells you to come on the show, you go. You know?
You listen, right?
And the walking backwards drives me.
You got to do it, man.
It's unbelievable.
You got to.
All right.
I'm getting good at it, I think.
You won't keep going backwards?
Not.
You'd rather let me go out of focus and run into that wall.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll sacrifice that footage.
How's it going? How's it going? Forget me. How's it going for you?
It's all right. I'm a little tired.
You tired? Now,
yeah.
Where is your career going from here? Where is this going to take you?
I'm moving on up. I'm an associate producer right now.
You see the Academy Awards with a hooker won the screenplay?
Yes, I did, for Juno.
That's where you ought to be. You could be like
stripping or
no, a handheld camera guy. They would say, "What did you used to do?" And you would say, "I worked at Howard Stern, and then I shot a movie." Apparently, it's not difficult to do.
No, I think it's
when strippers are winning Academy Awards. I think
exactly.
It's not hard to do. Otherwise, everything's good. How are you?
Good.
Didn't we say this already?
Yeah, I think we made this chick out of it.
But how have you really been doing? How are your parents?
My parents are good.
They're proud of you?
Yeah, they are. They are.
Did you get a college degree?
I did.
In what?
In broadcasting. Went to a good school, you know.
Yeah, but that's not really a good degree.
Why not?
Well, if you don't make it in broadcasting, then what do? You could be a doctor in Venezuela.
Hey, Jay Thomas is here. He's always on fire. He always has great stories. Jay has his own radio show here on Sirius Satellite Radio. You should check it out. It's a lot of fun. Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6. I always listen to him. I listen to Bubba. There's so much stuff going on. It's from 3 to 6 on Sirius Stars Channel 102. The great Jay Thomas, who really is quite delightful. I like Jay.
Where is he?
He's stalling. He's making an entrance.
Yeah. Making us demand him.
What were you doing out there that you're so busy?
He was telling me a story of coaching his kids in baseball.
Oh.
And I was pretending I cared.
Gary's stories are all beautiful family stories.
First of all, Jay and I both coached in the same league in the same time.
Here we go again. It was boring then, it's boring now, and it's going to continue to be boring.
Okay, Jay, why don't we sit down on a plane and you can tell me how you build houses for 5 fucking hours?
I don't, but you know what? I stopped doing that. I realized. It's like
you didn't stop talking about it.
How about people that show you the pictures of their fucking kids?
I didn't do that.
Right? It's so right. You know, my parents, I used to say to them, why don't you ever carry a picture of me in your wallet or your purse, Mom? And they go, we hate people who show pictures of their children. We have nothing to brag about. And I go, you have nothing to brag about.
What were you, like, all nose when you were a kid? What
I don't know what it was, but, like, I thought, well, maybe they could have a picture so that they could look at me when I was
they wanted to check on you every once in a while.
No, they had no concept of that. Jay, I was hearing a story, which is fascinating. By the way, did you watch the Academy Awards?
You know, I did, and
Who's getting lap dances from Diablo Cody? I mean,
I've got to tell you that we struck, you know, I'm in the Writers Guild, all that stuff, that we struck battling for the writers and all, and then a hooker wins the best screenplay and says, I'm learning a lot from the writers, and it's like, it was such an embarrassment.
Yes.
It was such a slap in the face to writers.
What are you guys holding out for?
Well, in all fairness, she wasn't a hooker. She was a stripper. Let's be honest.
I'm sorry. That's a hooker to me. You can call it, because if there's enough money, do they not screw guys?
Well, not all of them, but let's be honest.
You think she never screwed anybody for money?
I don't know. I don't know the girl.
Then the movie's about a little slut, right?
Yes.
And here's the other thing. They're always having the thing, and I go to these things, and I wear a ribbon for abortion. Always, you know, everybody should have an
woman's
abortion.
right to choose.
Never do they have an abortion in the movies.
No, never.
Nobody ever has an abortion.
That
right?
16-year-old girl in Juneau would have had an abortion in 2 seconds. You're absolutely right.
True.
No, I didn't see the movie.
Has an abortion.
They should. We have enough people.
He's so right.
They should have an abortion. I mean, they,
Well, what about the family that wanted to adopt that baby?
Didn't they break up? I didn't see the movie.
Yes, they do.
And so they give it to a broken family.
More trouble.
So they should have aborted.
It's a great story.
And they give it to a broken family, which is already a mess.
Well, you're from New Orleans, and you even, I thought this was an incredible statement.
So many people should have been aborted in New Orleans. It's not even funny.
I want to see the sequel of Juno in 15 years when that kid's ripping off cars and mugging
But you had said yourself that the
I don't think that Diablo Cody will write another movie that we care about.
You hope not. You got jealous, didn't you? Be honest. I mean,
you know what?
Have been
I'm
in the
jealous
business.
because they make it out like we are the peons, and then the King of France and the Queen and all are in this thing, and we look at them through the fence, and then they throw us bread they've chewed on for a minute.
Are you saying that the Academy Awards are like high school, where the cool kids all get to congregate
and give each other awards,
and you're on the outside looking in, and no one will let you come to the party?
And if the women are so beautiful, why don't they have anybody?
Right.
Why doesn't Cameron Diaz have a man?
Because she's a fucking pain in the ass.
I don't know. And by the way, when they're taking the pictures, what is with this?
What, turning to the side?
What does that mean? It's a cat's ass. It's a cat's ass.
You know, I saw Miley Cyrus doing that. She's 15 years old.
What's with the 15-year-olds acting like 40-year-olds?
Raising kids in Hollywood, were you afraid of that? I mean, the kid turning into a Hollywood kid. Miley, what his name is Miley? I never heard of this. Miley.
Well, she's a little...
We struggled to get the kids into an upscale preschool. I mean, you probably went through this with your kids. This is a long time ago. And we went, and we had to get, and Alex Trebek and his wife were trying to get into school the same time we were.
And there's only so many slots available.
And they had the quintessential black woman headmaster, but everybody else was white and rich in the school. And Jack Nicholson,
a very liberal neighborhood.
Right.
It was in it was on Clinton Street. I'll never forget it. It's still it's the Something Learning Center. And one day we're parking the car, and my wife's, it was Jamie Lee Curtis was helping park the cars. And Bruce Springsteen was in the coffee room. And Jack Nicholson, my wife was going, my God.
We got to get in.
Get into school.
Yeah.
So we bring our little 3-year-old, 4-year-old boy, and he's got some issues. He's not right. He's mentally not right. And
your son is not mentally right?
About your son?
He's okay now, but he wasn't right.
Not everybody has a perfect kid. At least you admit that.
Thank you for admitting it.
We would go to McDonald's, and you know where they have the balls? You get to play with the balls?
Yeah. Right.
He would get in there, and then he would grab a kid and start strangling him, and pulling him. And some dad would say, hey, who's that? And I would say, that's my son. And he goes, hey, get him out. And now my son wouldn't let go and then would bite the kid. It was really terrible.
Wait, now, does your son still have problems? I mean, honestly.
He builds guns now. He makes a real gun.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, we deal with it all the time.
So he's a real violent kid. I mean,
no, he's not.
Violent.
He's a crack shot and all, but we let him get it
Should
out.
he be around guns?
Will you stop that?
I'm not kidding.
No, he tried to strangle children at a young age, and
now
he's into guns.
Now,
what school does he go to? Because I want to
he goes to a public school now.
They won't let him in the private school.
No. So we go to the higher learning thing, and we had like this kind of thing with him. And one guy in Burbank says to me, "Who's that kid in there?" And I go, "Oh, that's my son." He goes, "If I didn't recognize you, I'd punch you in the nose." He says, like, because he recognized me, he wasn't gonna. So I'd climb in the thing, and I did this constantly. My wife's crying. We had another kid, and also finally we sent him to this school.
It's a tough kid.
We get there, and Alex Trebek is with this young wife of his, and they're trying to get in.
And they're kissing the black woman's ass, who's the headmistress.
We get the kid in.
Yeah, good.
We get him in.
Good.
He's there, my wife says Jamie Lee Curtis is parking the cars and all. Well, he's not there a minute. He's in the sandbox. He strangles a kid.
Was it someone's famous kid?
Bites the kid, yeah. Like somebody I never heard of, a producer's child. So they call us up, and they go, your child needs a shadow teacher.
What's that?
For $400 a week, a woman stays with him all day.
Well, at least they didn't kick him out. They didn't give up on him.
$400 a week, and he's great with the shadow teacher, who's a psychologist or a kid or whatever she is from high school. I said, well, I'd like it too if somebody hung with me all day, right?
Poor you. You have to pay $400
extra a week, and it was $1,000 a month. I am so mad, and so I say to my wife, why don't we send him up the street with the Mexican kids and all, where he would fit in. He would fight. He would be a gang member. You know, he looks like...
He likes guns.
Like he's from a broken home or something.
Right.
Mom, I got my colors today.
Did you ever take him to a psychiatrist at that age and say, what's going on
he's
here?
He's pre-fucked up. He belongs...
with these kids.
And the kid. And we had a psychiatrist, and they went to... They would go to McDonald's with us, two of them.
Right.
This is another $5,000. And we would stay there.
Aren't you glad you had kids?
We'd put him into the thing and see if he strangled someone. We started going to McDonald's in other neighborhoods that they didn't know us.
Right.
We go into West Los Angeles.
Right.
So we're spending tons of money. So now the school says he's become such a problem. We have to have a meeting.
Oh, no.
We have to have a meeting.
Is it hard to love a kid like this?
It is.
It is. Go ahead.
So we got 7 people in the room, and they're telling us these things, psychiatrists and things, and the quintessential, 6 foot tall, a black woman headmaster, not another black person on the staff, not a Mexican, nothing.
Nothing.
And I say, we're not all talking about this little 2.5 foot kid, are we? We can't be.
Right.
And I said, this is ridiculous, and we're out of here. We're done. And the woman said, well, okay. And they gave us our money back. And so they that's a big deal. They gave us our money back. We ended up going to some school run by lesbians, and he was fabulous at the lesbian school.
What? So do you think there's something to the fact that the she schools are doing something wrong?
Here it is. You don't have to be smart to be an actor.
Right.
Writing is hard. Producing is hard. I guess directing, you have to know.
I don't know how writing is hard. A stripper can do it.
That's true. But actors are not bright, and I've said it forever. I get in trouble for saying it, but
I got to ask you a question about that.
They're not
I've heard
smart.
Listen, I'm watching this show, In Treatment, Gabriel Byrne.
I love that show.
Okay, me too. They memorize all these
Unbelievable.
lines. There's
what
gotta
does memory have to do with
nothing?
Let me finish my point.
Smart.
There's got to be some intelligence.
The Rain Man
there.
could memorize shit.
I can't memorize.
I'm in a Rain Man, memorize
you're
everything.
Brilliant.
No, I'm not. I don't. I mean, I feel stupid. So when I see these actors, they're able to memorize entire soliloquies, monologues. They're able to do this. They have this ability. You can't see the intelligence in that?
I don't think memorization is intelligence.
What? I'm sorry.
I don't think memorization is intelligence. The average person says what you say. You did a movie. I didn't see you stumble or you talk.
No, I struggled to remember the lines, and there were my lines.
Not that much.
They do, but they do too.
Well, I'll tell you something. This is a fascinating story. And, even more fascinating is your take on the whole... Jay is from New Orleans.
Right.
And the guys told me this. This was something they put in the notes. That you recently in New Orleans rented out your house to Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
To their architects.
Okay. Oh, to their architects.
They Brad Pitt, who is a wonderful guy and is helping New Orleans.
Is he smart?
I don't think so. I think he's naive. I think he's really rich.
He wants to bring all the poor people back to New Orleans and build up their neighborhoods, right?
Yeah, and we'd like him to stop that. The hurricane, of course, did us a tremendous favor and blew tons of killers out of town and people living on the dole and everything else. And so now they're all trying to come back.
But there's still a high...
terrible.
A murder rate there.
A friend of mine just got shot in the ass. He was being robbed. They shot him and the bullet went through a cheek. A transvestite robbed him.
So you're serious when you say that the hurricane was a good thing?
Yes.
It was God's way of cleaning up New Orleans.
So now when you
I
see...
didn't even believe in God till the hurricane.
So when you see Brad Pitt...
Did you see the people in the Super Bowl? Did you see them?
Yes.
Would you like to live anywhere near any of those people?
I don't know.
Where's our food, motherfucker? Where's our food? It was horrible. It was horrible.
So you were pleased when New Orleans changed after the hurricane, and now when people like Brad Pitt, who doesn't really live in New Orleans...
He should be rebuilding houses in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Right.
I went to the airport, and all these church groups are coming to help rebuild places that no one gives a shit about.
Right.
I couldn't find anybody to work. I went to the airport to... Southwestern Baptist Church from Mississippi or wherever the hell, Texas. I said, look, I'll give you $20 an hour apiece. Work in my neighborhood, rebuild our houses. Don't go in that neighborhood. And they laughed at me.
Right.
And they went and did Jesus' work and all that. Brad Pitt gave $5 million. He's going to build 150 houses. He brings in architects from all over the world, and they're very nice people, but they're naive. These architects stay in my house and destroy it.
What do you mean?
They left underwear and pot and beer and shit. They went nuts. They just spent his money and went completely nuts.
So it was like a frat party.
Yes.
So they wrecked your house.
Yes.
Did you have to get some additional funds from them in order to fix up the house?
We thought about doing it, but I didn't give them a break because they were helping. That's another thing.
Right.
If you're coming to New Orleans to help, I don't give you a break when you rent my house.
Right. So
Right.
Did Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie ever show up at your house?
They never came to my home, but what they did was they threw a party. And they threw it in the area where they're building the houses. And there was a big trailer there, and they put fences up and all. And so a guy I know says, look, they're throwing this party. Maybe I can get you in. And I said, sure. So we go to the thing. Not only could I get in, they let everyone in. It was like Andrew Jackson's inauguration. He let everybody in the White House, and it was a terrible idea.
Right.
It's the last time they let human beings in the White House. So regular humans. So I walk through the gate, and there are people all over the place, and I talked to a cop, and he says, this is crazy. These 4 guys over here, we had a gunfight with last week.
Oh, my God.
Brad's walking around. She's got the little baby. They have security. A woman comes in with the scissors and tries to cut a piece of his hair off so she can clone another Brad Pitt.
Oh,
wow.
stop.
They grab her, pull her down.
Right.
Then a guy with a microphone goes up.
This is who they're trying to save.
Very nice people. Very nice people.
But they're naive because they're saving these people who are not worthy.
And a man came up to Angelina Jolie, started a tape recorder. She's holding a baby. And he said, I thought it was somebody from your show. He says, I understand you're fucking your bodyguard. Like that. And they grabbed him. And I'm in the thing thinking, I thought it was somebody. I thought it was, Stuttering John had come back or
Somebody
something.
write down that question. We need to use it.
So I'm looking around going, get out of this neighborhood, fill this place in, knock all these fucking houses down,
right?
And let the tourists come in, and that's the end of that. I don't know, and I said this to Larry King, and oh Jay, how can you say it? I think, well, Larry, why don't you go fucking live there?
Right?
They'll fucking shoot you in about 2 seconds.
But that's what all the liberals will say. What's wrong with you, Jay?
Yeah,
while
right.
They live in Malibu.
I don't want to be bothered when I live someplace. I don't want to have to worry about people shooting people, and then the mayor of New Orleans has had some sort of nervous breakdown or something. He doesn't even talk to anybody.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
He's in hiding.
So you're on top of this because you love New Orleans. And
You
this
live
is
there.
And he has a home.
Yes,
there, and
I
this
do.
is all of
That's
that.
it.
So how's the radio show going?
It's going very well,
Yeah.
and thank you very much. And I signed a new 2-year contract.
Great.
They were very nice.
You're going to be
at
Sirius for another 2 years.
Another 2 years.
Everyone likes that.
Yes,
I love
it's all
listening to the
good.
show. I think it's
Thank
great.
you.
I
Thank
still
you.
don't understand the logistics. Where are you when you do this show?
I do it from California, and then I have a studio outside of New Orleans, and then I come here to New York, and I just kind of do this kind of bouncing around thing.
I find it hard to not be in the studio with everyone, but you have no problem doing it.
None whatsoever.
You're that talented that you can do the show from anywhere.
You could do it, too. You could do it from your house. Why you come in is ridiculous.
I'm not sure. Denny, you're on
What
the
do you
air.
mean, not
Wouldn't it be
sure?
weird if you were here and I was somewhere else and
No.
we couldn't look at each other?
Like, how would you be a guest when
Are you
have
really
a
getting
guest?
anything from looking at me? What
I'm
are you
connecting.
getting?
I don't know. I'm getting a vibe.
When you have a guest,
I
where
can't-
are they, Jay?
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck they are. They're someplace else.
But you all pretend you're in the same room.
I don't pretend. I say I'm someplace, and they're not. Look, it doesn't make any difference. When you talk on the phone, do you need to see the person on the phone?
No, but that's different. Well, I don't know. I think
I
it's
can't
different
see
tonight.
Artie right now.
That's true. Denny, you're
Say
eating.
something, Artie.
I'm eating.
Hey, Howard.
Don't bother Artie.
I'm with Jay. We should do it.
I mean, hold, Artie, you see that? He said something.
If Artie did the show from home, we'd never hear from him.
That's right. We never
Yeah,
get
Denny,
them.
Denny, go ahead. You're on the air.
Watch this. Denny's on the phone. We don't need to see Denny. If we saw Denny, we would be disgusted by what we're seeing.
Denny, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No problem, man.
Have you ever seen Denny live? Has anybody seen Denny?
No, I've never seen Denny.
Denny, what do you weigh? How much do you weigh? Denny, how much do you weigh?
Well, let Denny make his point.
All
please.
right, go
Okay.
ahead,
Denny. Go ahead.
I'm from New Orleans, Jay, and I cannot believe you're just taking advantage of your celebrity to get attention when this town needs people like you who know about the city to speak positively about it, and you're sitting here using it to get yourself attention instead of getting the city attention. Like,
hold on a minute. I love you. You sound like you have a job. Have you shot anybody lately? Do you sell drugs or anything?
No, sir.
Okay. I'm there all the time. I have a home there. You and I are the same person. Do you not want all the scumbags to leave?
Listen, the city is the city, and with the scumbags, without them, it's New Orleans. It's not Colorado.
Well, Jay is saying that he wants certain people there, and so I don't know.
Well, this man is saying he liked the color of the city.
No, but Denny and I are the same guy. No, not whitewashed. No, absolutely not. There is a huge middle class of black, Hispanic, everything else. But there are some scumbags there. Denny, you got relatives like I have relatives. Our relatives are scumbags too. I'm glad some of my relatives are gone.
Let's go to Kyra.
I mean, they're all. Denny, how many relatives do you have that collect welfare and all that shit and live for free?
Kyra in Tampa,
what a nice
Florida.
Guy, though.
Yes.
He didn't curse or anything.
No, nothing. Kyra, go ahead.
Stay in New Orleans, Denny. You're my kind of person.
Hey, Jay. I'm a native of Baton Rouge, and I am so glad to hear a celebrity.
That's right.
Come on the air and tell.
It's like Howard. No, that's right.
And tell the feelings that you have about the city, because you're there, you see what's going on. And
she likes what you have to say, I believe.
I mean, do you really resent
I sleep
Brad
with a
Pitt?
shotgun in my house.
Really?
You do?
That my son built.
Right. I got to meet that son of yours.
Really?
Let's go to John. John,
Someone
you're
breaks
on.
in, will choke.
Hey, this has gotten serious all of a sudden.
Beechwood, New Jersey. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, hey, Howard, how you doing?
Hey.
Jay, I think you're phony. You talk about being a writer and all this. You went on Tonight Show during the writer's strike. What's that all about?
I didn't go on a Tonight Show. I turned Jay Leno down. I went on Jimmy Kimmel's show.
But he had writers that were striking, too.
Well,
I was going to ask you about that, Jay.
Yeah.
You see, I saw
Leno
that.
asked everybody on who he hadn't talked to, and Leno hadn't had me on in 10 years.
Right.
Probably because I do Letterman and stuff.
Right.
He calls up, and they want me to come on, and we turned it down. But some people were saying, well, okay, I'll come on if you'll have me on after the writer's strike, and he wouldn't say that.
Right.
So, but I like Jimmy Kimmel. I think he's a good guy.
Yeah, I do too.
And I went on the Jimmy Kimmel show, and that didn't. I don't think me going on a Jimmy Kimmel show.
But isn't that sort of hypocritical? You're a writer.
Yes.
You're on strike.
Yes.
It is. And Jimmy.
Totally hypocritical.
No, I mean,
whatever you just said.
Did you put your career ahead of?
I had
the
nothing
writer?
to promote. My career hasn't been ahead in a long time.
But seriously,
I'm wondering if he put down his little sign to go into the show. Did
Well,
you
no,
walk
they
off
snuck me in the back, so I didn't have to go past the picketers. By the way, why weren't the signs more inventive? The signs weren't even if they're such great writers.
It's true. But seriously, did you have qualms about going on Jimmy's show?
No.
You really didn't?
None.
Oh,
the
stop
Jay
it.
Leno show I turned down. Isn't that enough?
Well, but wait a
I
second.
probably could have used an appearance on the Jay Leno show. I probably could have used it.
Right, sure. Might have led to something better.
Whatever. I
Who knows?
turned it down. That's right.
Okay. All right. So, in other words, you will sell yourself out to a certain degree.
Well, here's what's sad. Leno's numbers were bigger without writers and continued to beat David Letterman with all the writers, which, of course, made him more of a nut. Letterman's now more of a nut.
Do you think that Jay Leno is lying when he said he didn't have any help writing his monologues?
Of course he is.
He is lying.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Watch this. There's a strike. Nobody's here. Don't you and Artie talk on the telephone, and
Sure.
by accident, Artie says a few funny things that you by accident write down that you later on by accident remember and say on the radio?
And then I accidentally pay him?
Exactly.
Right.
You don't pay him, you give to some charity that he's a big member of. Right. You know, I don't know.
So in other
Help
words-
out Clean Syringes or something. You do something for him. Whatever that group is. How about that group, Clean Syringes? Jesus
Would
Christ.
it be
How about
impossible?
shoot them with something and they never wake up? How about that one?
I can see where your son got his violent tendencies.
You know what? I mean this. When I see the scumbags in the street, why don't we have a truck that goes around, picks them up, gives them a little thing, and it's over. We don't see them again.
Wait a minute, Jay. Why do you get to say what is a decent human being?
How do you know I'm not the son of God? How does anybody know that?
Jay, which pleased you more? I never asked you this. The
What?
Which pleased you more?
Yeah.
The hurricane in New Orleans or the tsunami? Which did
You know
like
what was
better?
funny about the tsunami? Watch this.
There was something funny?
I'm vacationing. Let's say I'm vacationing, and I look out the window. My wife says, honey, all of the animals are running uphill, every one of them. And we're having our breakfast. Remember the videos of the people having breakfast?
Yeah.
Sure.
And the ocean went out a mile.
Right.
And all the fish are exposed, and the fish are trying to go uphill. And now every dog, every cat, every fucking goat, every idiot animal runs uphill.
Right.
I'm one of these. Get the towels. Get the suntan lotion. Let's go uphill. Right?
Right.
When my cat is nervous in my house, I turn to my wife and go, earthquake, earthquake. And we get ready. We stock shit. The cats are like nervous. Earthquake. And I'm kidding.
The animals know instinctively.
Of course they do. He's right.
There
about
wasn't
that.
a dog killed in the tsunami. That's true.
Because they knew to run uphill.
Not a fucking goat died
Right.
in the tsunami. My family and I would have gone uphill.
Right, because you see the signs
Even
in
the
nature.
son who chokes people would have been able to figure this out.
He would have stepped on Jay's head to get uphill.
What about the model?
Petra Nemkova.
And she loses her fucking boyfriend and
Right.
shit, right?
Right.
She's hanging on a tree.
Now she's with Sean Penn at the Oscars.
I know.
When the ocean goes out a mile, something bad is going to happen. They went surfing. Those idiots went out in the surf.
They walked a mile to get to the surf.
Went out with, oh, look, now we can go into shallow water, right?
So you see this kind of behavior, and it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Here's what's sad. There's so many stupid people running loose. And a lot of them are in, they're actors and everything else. And maybe we're not the brightest either. But we've made a big deal out of the really stupid. And we have events for them. And the Academy Awards is one of those events. You've been to a award show?
Sure.
It's very boring.
Yeah, it's the dull. People say, "Oh, I want to go to an award show." I go, you couldn't even sit through it.
Why does Jack Nicholson go every year? What does he find so interesting there? What is it?
I don't know. I asked.
Well,
they
they
said
kiss his ass.
he went because he was a presenter this year. I said, I think
He's always presenting, though.
Yeah,
They
but-
invite him every year, and he says yes.
he likes the attention.
And if they're such great actors, why can't they read the cards or be natural? Even the
You're
guys
right.
from Knocked Up were terrible.
You're right.
They were no good. They
What is
weren't
it?
funny.
Is it the writing or is it the?
It's that guy with the curly hair who's a fucking hack. The gay writer guy. What's his name?
I don't know.
Every year they.
Bruce Valanche?
That asshole.
Is he ruining the award?
He couldn't. I want to tell you something. If he rewrote the fucking Bible, that have no members of the goddamn Christianity, be over. He is the worst writer in America.
Bruce Valanche?
Of course he is.
I don't know the guy.
Did you laugh at anything anybody said?
No.
How about when Steve Carell came out and thought, what's the pretending? By the way, when you tell a joke,
yeah,
when you say something funny,
right,
you're saying it and you're hoping for a reaction.
Absolutely.
Jon Stewart acts like we've already laughed before he's spoken. It's like, you're already laughing no matter what the fuck I say is hysterical.
Well, he's used to getting his ass kissed. I mean, he gets a lot of
I'm sure he's a
accolades.
nice guy and all.
Right.
And I'm watching and going, John, could you give me a fucking second so I can see if it's funny or not without you going, what I'm going to say is so fucking funny. I mean, Lewis Black tells a fucking joke and then you laugh.
Right.
Right. So I'm watching the whole thing, and then he pretends he's playing tennis with some little girl.
Jon Stewart.
Right. And we come back from commercial, and he goes, "Oh, you caught us."
Yeah.
Thinking that's like in high school you do that shit.
In other words, Steve Carell did the same sort of thing. He starts to read
my
the
God.
thing, and then he goes, "Oh, I'm reading the wrong thing."
Oh my God! What a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's hacky. It's
the
hacky.
Average American thinks it's stupid.
Well, the ratings are down. They're lower than ever.
Yeah.
You know
Look,
this.
I'm not helping myself either. I mean, this is probably why but nobody gives a shit either. But
what do you hate about Spielberg?
Oh, please. How about the gay guy that wanted to fuck you? Remember that guy? Once he'd have seen that hairy ass, he wouldn't have run for 100 miles. Must have hair everywhere.
You're very angry, but I think rightly so.
Why shouldn't I be angry? You've seen me in a movie lately?
Did you notice that?
by Hollywood, yes.
I know. I haven't seen you in a movie, and you're quite good at it.
Yes.
Now, this Marion, what's her name? Cotillard.
Oh, my God.
What?
Edith Piaf. Except for the rice. What did she do for us?
What is
the name of the rice?
She won Best Actress.
La Vie en Rose.
What did she do? You tell me right now. Hold it. I'm going to ask anybody. Who is Edith Piaf? Why do we
I
give
don't
a
know.
shit?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Why? In other
Well,
words,
it wasn't an American movie. It was a French movie.
But
they supposedly loved her.
They have been writing books about her. They have been talking about her for years. She was married to a boxer who died in a plane crash.
Yeah.
She once peed on stage.
Yeah.
She peed on stage.
Peed on stage.
Why?
I have no idea.
She was a real mess.
I don't
She
know.
was a
She
mess.
was incontinent. I don't know what her problem was.
The original Jackass.
So this woman wins about no one will ever see that movie. It's a foreign movie.
Right.
She shouldn't even be in the Academy Awards. I don't get it.
It was rather depressing to me that not one American.
What is wrong with the American actors?
Are American actors worse?
Why don't we start the immigration thing by throwing them out? I don't want a Canadian taking my job. I don't want a Mexican actor taking my job. I don't want a French actor taking my job. I'll vote for whoever says throw those assholes out first.
When is the last time you were in a movie? I mean,
I know I have a movie, this Pool Boy movie coming out with
Boy.
Warren Zide. Yeah, the guy that did American Pie. I made fun of it last time. He got all upset.
Yeah.
But I think my son's going to do the music, and I'm going to be in it and everything else. It was fun. We did it in New Orleans.
Pool Boy.
Okay.
Pool Boy. It's called.
All American cast. No.
No. Miss Playmate of the Year from Germany is in it.
All right, but that's understandable.
When you bring breasts from overseas, that's okay with
Nobody
me.
cares about that. Now, you got to check out Jay's radio show. Believe it or not, Jay has a radio show here.
And he apparently has
By
a
the
lot
way,
to
I have
say.
nothing to talk about now. This is my whole show.
Yeah, this was the show for the day. He's on weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 on Sirius Stars. That's channel 102.
Right.
The Jay Thomas Show, and it's quite good. Yes, Ralph, go ahead. You're on the air with Jay Thomas. Oh, let's see. Ralph,
now, you know
are
what?
there?
I try and wonder, do I talk like this because I'm really angry, or am I really just observing what I've seen over 30 years as an actor and in Hollywood? And I mean it. I've sat on so many sets, and I've done tons of I've done like 300 TV shows.
You have.
You'll be sitting there, and you'll be talking to someone, and you're about to do a scene with them, and they are so uninteresting that you can't believe that you're in the room with them, and they are telling you that they don't know whether they're going to go to their therapist or they're afraid to miss their macrame lesson or whatever the fuck they do, and they chant and they do all this shit. And I don't want to be there with them. They're unfucking interesting.
You're saying that most actors that you worked with
uninteresting
people. That in other words, they're empty.
Right.
They're empty vessels.
And they're fucked up.
My kids are both right now tonight. Both my boys could act tonight. My youngest one could be in a sitcom now.
Right.
I know it. It's not hard to act. It's hard to get the friggin' job.
Right.
So I tell them both, be anything else, a doctor, an architect, or whatever, then go act.
Right.
But by the way,
I want you to name one. I want you to
tell me what Queen Latifah could do if she wasn't an actress.
Right.
What the fuck could she do? What could
Rap.
No, but if she didn't do that, if they didn't have show business, what could at least I could sell real estate or teach a fucking class.
You are a multifaceted guy. There's no question about it.
I mean, it drives me nuts.
You're not the typical actor. You're brave.
Jay makes a good point, because I started to root for the music this time around. You know, I used to be against the music when they'd be up there giving their speeches, but there was a woman, she was winding up to be the most boring human being on earth, and they started playing that music.
Poor
I
darling.
said, thank God.
Right.
You're a brave guy.
Oh, you mean get rid of them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Jay, you're a brave guy. Name the most boring actor you ever worked with. The guy who you said, my God, this guy is
He's
an empty.
like wallpaper drawing.
He's an empty slate.
Ted Danson.
No. I made a
Murphy
mistake,
Brown.
and when I thought it, I made a mistake. Greg Kinnear.
Greg Kinnear.
He's the dumbest.
Not dumb.
Boring.
I worked with him in a movie called A Smile Like Yours.
Right.
I was positive I was going to be the next big star.
Okay.
In Hollywood.
Right.
Once again.
I looked at him
You're
and I
not
thought
that bright either.
he was exactly right. He was on Talk Soup, and he had done the movie. And the second movie he did, I was in. I played his best friend.
Right.
I sat across from him doing these scenes, going, What is this?
Right.
We'll never see this guy again. So I was totally incorrect.
Right.
He's a very nice man.
Right.
But as I sat there, I would call my friends and go, man, oh man, I hope this guy doesn't get in my way. You know? I hope he doesn't hurt me.
Is he one of these guys? Is he one
Very
of
nice.
these guys you describe as like you're in a conversation and it's just dull? I mean, there's just nothing happening.
I never met Brad Pitt, but I imagine that would be the description also, because writers. And by the way, I think Greg Kinnear's career turned out great.
Greg Career.
And it's
He's
unbelievable.
done very well.
And he
played
could
Bob
act
Crane.
his ass off.
Right.
I made a huge mistake. But,
Who is the most arrogant? The arrogance.
The guy on Special Victims Unit.
Belzer?
No, no. The guy that was on Oz.
Maloney?
Chris Maloney.
Yeah, arrogant, huh?
I'm in the makeup chair, and I don't think the shows are any good. I think CSI sucks. I think they're all terrible.
Right.
So I'm in the makeup chair, and it's kind of new. The show's kind of new. It's on a year or two, and Maritza Hargitay or some
That's
shit.
Law and Order.
You know,
Okay.
the people that really act in those shows are the character actors who make $150 a day. Right.
Right.
And the rest of them go, well, did you do it? Did you do it? Did you not do it? Is there an eyeball on the street? Whatever the deal deal is. So I say, Jesus Christ, the guy that was on Oz that broke people's necks when they were going down on. Remember those scenes? They'd suck his dick and then I said, my God, he was on that show and now he's on this. And she goes, what are you talking about? I said, how embarrassing. She was embarrassing. That's a huge deal that he was naked on TV and fucking people up the ass in a prison. And I'm going, what? He's a huge fucking star. So I go in there. I work my ass off. I cry. I'm burning my mother with cigarettes, whatever the fucking thing was they had me do. I turned it down twice because they wanted me to be a pedophile. And I said, I don't want to fuck a kid up the ass on national television just yet. So
just yet.
I do the scene and I bum. All right, cut. And I think you usually go over and go, wow, as the star of the show. Wow, that was terrific. He left the room. See you later. Wow. And I said, gee, what's that all about? And I said, I guess he did that to... And then who's the other guy?
Maybe you didn't do that well.
Yes, I did, you prick. And who's the other guy? Ice Cube? Who's on the other?
Yeah, Ice-T.
Ice-T. He's another one. What is he, a fucking movie star, Ice-T? He doesn't say anything to anybody.
In other words, when you're there and you're visiting a set,
they should kiss the character actor's ass. They're making no money. They're crying. I'm a man of the people.
Right. No, but you're making a good point. In other words, a star shouldn't be so carried away.
A man of the people.
Yeah. A guy shouldn't
be... By the way, when they gave the sound mixing Academy Award, Fred should... It's putting sound effects in a movie. They gave him an Academy Award. I almost vomited.
I'm glad somebody said that. Because,
projectile vomiting I almost had.
I mean, not that what I do is all that great, but I'm looking at now what they do with motion pictures. There's computers. There's this. They've got 4 guys all working faders.
I'll never work again after this appearance.
Everybody's very angry.
And everybody's overlooked.
The guys out there are telling me that Jay's got a pretty good story about going on an audition and thinking he was going for another genre. He went to go do a drama, but he thought it was a comedy.
No, in front of Ivan Reitman.
What happened? Ivan produced my movie.
I know he did.
He's a great guy.
Happened?
I went up for a movie, maybe it was Legal Eagles or something years ago.
With Deborah Winger.
Deborah Winger. This is a long time ago. I was in the movie. Ooh. Oh, no, I got a part. So I go in, and it's a guy who's in a courtroom, and he'd stolen televisions and stuff, and so they're grilling him, and all of a sudden he breaks down or whatever, and he confesses. And it was part of the thing where the lawyers weren't that good, and then some big thing happened, and they had to really be good. So it's Ivan Reitman, Ghostbusters and some shit.
Yeah, no, Ivan's the biggest.
So I go in there, and I do this wild fucking audition, and I'm being funny. And Ivan stops and says, this is a drama. I read the whole fucking script and thought it was a hysterical comedy. Right?
you didn't read it the right way.
Apparently not. So they said, would you like to go outside and think about it and come back?
Settle down.
So I go outside and I hear guys in guns fucking crying and shit. So I pull the fucking hairs out of my nose to get tears in my eyes or whatever you have to do. I don't know how actors do it. They pull hairs and they do things. I'm poking myself, throwing salt in my eyes. I go back and I stole the fucking TVs, and I cried. So then they call back and they go, they hired you, they gave you a part. I said, wow. They said, well, you're not going to get that part, but you're going to play a smart ass waiter at a restaurant when Paul Newman comes in to have this meeting with this guy, and they give me all these lines, and they said, look, I said, I don't want to play a fucking waiter. No, you're going to be kind of smart ass. It'll be great for your tape, and you and Paul Newman. When I get there, of course, whatever I was supposed to say was completely cut. And I ended up delivering coffee, and extras were asking me for water and shit. Oh, yeah.
Poor you. You don't get any respect.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what I did to Ivan Reitman.
What'd you do?
Did you get a scene with
I'm with my kooky kid who's like, at the time, 6 years old, and we had just come back from a therapy session, and we're out in front of a mall. I'd taken him to something. And I have this, I don't buy great cars. So I have an old Toyota hatchback.
Right.
And I had a switch in it so you couldn't steal it, and I could flip the switch, you couldn't start it.
Right.
So my son and I are waiting for our car, and here comes Ivan Reitman and his wife in matching brand new $150,000 Mercedes. His little girl sits next to my son.
Right.
My son looks at what she's bought or something. She pulls her bag back, and she's like rude to him, right? I hear Reitman and his wife say, we're in a big hurry, we're in a big fucking hurry, this and that and the other. Here comes my car.
Oh, boy.
I get in the car and I flip that little switch and I go, and my car suddenly wouldn't start for like 20 minutes.
So you made them late.
Of course I did.
You didn't have your kid choke Ivan's kid, though, or
Now, by the way, Ivan Reitman, I could have been a pile of dog shit in the middle of Sunset Boulevard. He had no idea who I was.
Right. Well,
and my little boy
star.
kept saying, "Daddy, I think you hit that button under the dashboard." I said, "Shut up, shut up." Well, hey, I tell you what, here's $5. Go strangle somebody at the sandbox.
If you could have your son strangle any celebrity, I mean, kill them.
No.
Would you?
No.
Who would it be?
There's no celebrity I want my son to kill. By the way,
if you could kill any celebrity, who would you want? Who
There's
would
no
you want
celebrity
off the planet?
No, I'm not kidding you. There's no celebrity. I think if Johnny Knoxville had really gotten an acting career, I think he'd have been right up there.
He would have been really mad.
Did anybody see the great Louisiana movie, All the King's Men?
I missed that one.
Oh, Johnny Knoxville had a dramatic part in it. Okay.
How'd he do?
Terrible. He was the worst. Thank God.
Do you like at least when he does those stunts?
I like when he gets kicked by a mule and shit. Yeah,
you don't like that. All right.
You know what? Why don't they die? Those people.
I don't know.
They don't
They're
ever
amazing.
die. Yeah.
It's amazing. I just saw a tape of Johnny jumping something.
Who's on the phone, by the way?
That's Ralph. Ralph had a question. Go ahead, Ralph.
Hey, a couple things. First of all, you're wrong about Jon Stewart. He was really good on that on the Academy Awards. But it's great to
Wait
hear
a second. I had an opinion, and then you call me and tell me that I'm wrong about my own opinion?
Yeah, you are.
Well, you might have thought he was great. I think that he thinks he's so hysterical that you're laughing prior to him speaking, and I just said, just say the joke, and we'll decide whether it's funny or not.
I got to tell you, Jay, I've seen you work a crowd live to do a stand-up kind of situation. I think you'd be a terrific host for the Academy Awards. I think you could handle it.
Wait, who the fuck is Ralph? Oh, in the background. Who is Ralph?
No, I'm going, because you want to know something? Jay would be funny, but they couldn't handle it. Hollywood could not handle it.
I saw Jay at Don Buchwald's birthday party. He killed.
Think about that.
He would be the
Jay,
funniest.
Jay, we'd love you to do the Academy Awards. What have you done like it? Don Buchwald's birthday party?
Well, if you could work that, if you could make that funny, you could do
I do play big rooms and stuff. I'm always positive. I'm not going to be funny, and I do what I'm going to do, but I don't think it's going to be. That's what I'm saying. You're supposed to do it and let people decide.
But if your premise is that anyone in the world could be an actor, why are you upset when Johnny Knoxville becomes an actor?
Good point.
Because it's not. Shut the fuck up, Ralph.
All right, Ralph. Goodbye.
Good point.
All right, I'm done with him. Yeah.
Because in one way,
the noise, everyone.
Oh, it's so hysterical.
You know what? I'll tell you something, and I know, and I'm sure all actors are like this. And I have a lot of friends that aren't working.
Go ahead.
You can't watch something and watch somebody do it, and you really want to be there. It's impossible.
Right.
And so when it happens, and they haven't gone through like the little. Like
the trials and tribulations.
Right, and I mean this about Greg Kinnear. I was absolutely wrong about the guy, right?
But you were upset. He was the host of Talk Soup, and all of a sudden now he's a big deal.
Exactly.
You had paid your dues. You had done radio. You had taken acting classes.
Even now, it's like you really wonder, but there is no reason for it. People say to me on the street...
Were you upset with Heath Ledger when he died? Because
I could give three shits. Oh, poor Heath Ledger. 28, had everything in the world, and took too many pills and died. Fuck that guy.
By the way, they missed Brad
that guy.
Renfro in the whole rundown of who
He was a
died
nobody. It'd be like if
year.
I died. Nobody gives a shit.
But, I mean, that's how they are out there. Heath Ledger, if he hadn't just done, hadn't had an Academy Award nomination, he wouldn't have been there.
So, Jay, what you're saying is a guy like that's lucky. In other words, you've been waiting for the big break your whole life.
No, but I've had a ton of breaks.
Yeah, but
I've had every chance you can have.
Yeah.
And no one can say that I didn't get to every spot you can get to. There is no reason why people make it and no reason why people don't.
Right.
If you do stupid stuff and get caught drunk driving and all that, and you don't, okay, that's understandable. Except now, like Amy Winehouse, when they were giving her the Grammys, I said, this will cause, what this says to her is, you're a heroin addict, or wherever she is, it's okay. And we're going to give you awards. You saw what she did the other day? Tore the hotel room up and all.
She went berserk again.
Absolutely. I think that when you work with people and they just came off the drunk tank and shit, and you go, wait a minute, don't pay them full fucking fare and don't give them fucking awards and shit.
It encourages bad behavior. Josh, go ahead. You're on the air with Jay Thomas.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Jay is the biggest fucking asshole you've ever had on your entire show.
How can you say that?
That doesn't bother me because it's your opinion.
He's doing so great here. He's imparting a lot of wisdom.
He's making some sense.
He's making some sense here today.
I've hurt myself career-wise, but, I mean, how long do I have to wait for this thing to really take off anyway?
How old are you now?
I'm getting old.
Are you? Do you ever give your age, or you keep
No, never.
Never.
Because you still want those
leading man roles?
No. There's always there's always that hope they'll let me play 50 again.
Right. Any chance of that happening, please give a call. Yes, Josh, what's your point?
Yeah, I think Jay is still bitter about getting kicked off Cheers, and that's why he changed his whole act to be a bad Kathy Griffith act.
Yes, I agree with that.
You're so out of line with that comment.
That doesn't bother me.
It bothers me. I don't like it at all.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't mind other people's true opinion. It doesn't bother me.
You are one of the few guests that refreshingly has answers for every question I give them, and you talk about your life, and you talk about what goes on in Hollywood. It's very refreshing. Ian, you're on in Albany.
Hey now, Howard. How you doing?
Hey now.
I got two things. One.
Now, hey now, is that a big saying here?
Hey now, we love Larry Sanders.
Yes.
We love the Hank character.
Yes.
He always says hey now, and we love hey now.
And you say hey now.
I say it in my personal life.
I see.
Hey now. I go hey now.
It's almost like the chant, Namneo Rangier.
What's funny about it is someone called me about a year ago and said, do you know that fucking Larry Sanders show rips off your hey now? I said, no. You have it all backwards. It's a tribute.
Ralph says it more than you.
Ralph says hey now.
Every 2 seconds.
Hey now.
Totally identified.
Now, who is this? Ian from?
This is Ian from Albany. Go ahead.
Hell yes, Ian from Albany.
One, I just want to thank Artie for helping to save my life. I had a bad opiate addiction, and him bringing up Subutex, I looked it up on the internet and went to my doctor and got Suboxone. I've been clean now for a while. So
you took something that makes you stoned, but it's not an opiate.
Right.
It blocks the high. It doesn't get you stoned.
Why would you want to block a high?
Well, because you get high too much.
Really?
Yeah. When you're getting high on heroin, you need something to...
Really, to block it? I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad.
God, are you on heroin, really?
I was.
Jesus, that's wild.
Want to get out of the room now?
No, that's crazy.
All right. Ian,
heroin
what
and
is your
shit.
point?
I love all that.
Have you ever done
did brown?
Well, I
you know what brown is? You mix it with gunpowder. You mix either heroin or coke with gunpowder and you snort it.
God, I've never.
Why would you do that?
They do it to the kids in Africa before they send them out to, kill people.
What does the gunpowder do?
It makes them want to shoot, I guess. I don't know.
Seriously, you ever heard of mixing heroin?
I know. I never.
Brown.
That sounds like something like Skinner would do on the road.
I had one of those. I had a kid on. He's like famous now, who was one of these little murderous children, one of these murderous African kids, and a woman in Ohio adopted him. He's like a college student now, and they're saying the book may not be true, but we had him on, and he talked about they would load him up with brown, which was cocaine or heroin or something, and gunpowder, and then indoctrinate him, and it's like blood diamond.
Wow.
Yeah, brown.
All right,
wow.
Ian.
Hey, Ian, don't try that, okay?
Ian, if you had a point, what is your point?
I just wanted to also say how refreshing it is to hear Jay come on the air and truly speak his mind instead of this canned bullshit that celebrities usually say.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's not helping me. And Don doesn't like my wife.
Keeping your mouth shut hasn't helped.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, so maybe go this route. That's it.
Try this for a while.
All right, let's
I used to make fun of Robin Williams, and then I heard they were redoing the Mork and Mindy movie, and I've said he's the greatest guy in the world. I'd give anything to be Remo Da Vinci one more time.
That Remo Da Vinci character. Do you know that's my code name when I stay in a hotel? Remo Da Vinci.
It's the greatest name in the world.
Absolutely. Don't use that name, Robin.
All right, I can't.
All right, listen, Jay Thomas, you are a fresh breath
It's always
of air.
fun to be here.
Air what?
Thank you.
You're a breath of fresh air.
I am not joking, though, about thinking of Fred the other night when they were doing the sound effects.
Yes.
I thought, well, this is like Fred winning it, which Fred would deserve an award because of the longevity he's had.
I thought Fred blew it yesterday when I asked him to do the impression sound effects.
We put the spotlight on him.
Of me masturbating quickly. He choked a little bit.
There's no sound effect of that?
Well, he...
Can you do it today, Fred?
Yes. Fred, I'm going to slam...
What is it?
It was... No, not that.
What is that?
I said, Fred, I slammed the door. I began to jerk off, and I came in 3 seconds. And he was a little slow on it. So, Fred, redeem yourself now. Go ahead, if you would. There you go. All right, that's it.
Academy Award nomination.
But Jay, how'd it go in there?
It was like talking to a friend on the telephone. I mean, it doesn't help your career any, but it's fun.
It seemed like you had a lot to get off your chest. What's with all the negativity?
You know what I like about you? You're so insignificant, and then you make comments about people. I have nothing to get off my chest. I had a very nice time in there. It's like talking to someone on the phone about people that had no interest in helping me anyway. So then how can I hurt my career if they weren't going to do anything for me before? Then fuck them now.
So you might as well just say it.
But not just say it. They don't give a shit that I said it anyway. And they're probably not even up this early. I never say things in the middle of the day like this. I don't wait right early.
New autobiography called Up Till Now. Wonderful book, getting great notices. A lot of people are buying it. I'm urging Howard and his whole audience to take a look at it because it's filled with laughs. It's also a meaningful book to me, so I recommend it highly. And I'm also looking forward to being on Howard's new show. I keep reading uncensored on Sirius Radio, and I don't know what that means because it wasn't too censored before, so it looks like a big adventure coming up.
Well, you know, I'm always excited when William Shatner comes to Sirius Satellite Radio. He is a megastar, an icon. He was voted an icon, one of the 50 top icons of television.
Yes, and I think I just got the George Takei treatment from him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Do you know you are an icon? There he is. William Shatner, a singer, an actor, does commercials, does it all.
You don't change.
I'm ageless. And so are you.
No. Well, not really. I mean, the eyes are red, but you look great.
You look good, too.
And the setup is almost exactly the same as the old radio thing.
We didn't want to throw you.
Yeah.
Huh?
We didn't want to throw you, so we kept everything the same.
No, it's really remarkable.
William Shatner, I was just about to say, you were voted, I believe, by Entertainment Weekly or one of these magazines, one of the top 50 icons on television of all time.
They could never forget you.
Like my mother would say, when you get 98%, what happened to the other 2%? Where in the 50 did I rank?
Well, you know, it's funny because in your new book where you write candidly and honestly about yourself, you say you never watched a Star Trek episode. You are an icon because of Star Trek, and yet you never watched an episode because you think you were a shitty actor in Star Trek. You didn't like what you did.
Well, I wouldn't have put the word shitty in front.
What word would you put?
What did you say?
Superb, but I couldn't recognize greatness. I just don't like my face. I don't like the way, I just don't like myself.
You were
but
selected.
Shitty actor.
You were selected for Star Trek because you're handsome. You're a handsome man.
You were the male romantic lead.
I was attracted to you, and I'm totally heterosexual.
And you are, and I know you are.
Now, listen, yes. William Shatner hasn't been here in a while. There's a lot of ground to cover. He has written a blockbuster book. He has revealed all. Now, if you remember his last book, he said some things. I remember we played his audiobook on the air, and it was candid and honest, so I'm expecting the same thing from this book, and I will interview you about it. But first, let me remind you of some of the things William Shatner said.
He's already revealed?
And that he's already revealed in his audiobook. The first one, here he is.
Let's see.
In his own words.
What are you
Nichelle Nichols' gaping asshole has a foul, vaguely organic odor.
You comment on Nichelle Nichols, who, of course, was your co-star. You say he had a gaping asshole. What was that?
I can't, I blank out when I hear that. I just don't remember saying that, but I'm, who am I to argue with myself?
This is from your own words in your own audiobook. Let's listen some more.
You recognize your own voice.
Well, of course.
Here's something you said that I thought was outrageous.
On January 21st, 1972, I fucked a black 7th grade boy at a junior high dance.
All right. Explain that.
But he grew up to be...
Obama? Wow, that was the guy you butt-fucked.
He was passionate. He was concerned about the issues, which were his little round thing.
I know other authors are embarrassed by some of the revelations they make in books.
Not me.
Not you. Let us play some more from your first book before we get into the new revelation.
Is there going to be a new audiobook?
Oh, my gosh.
Not now. I hear you all.
Can I expect no less from you?
Let's hear what you had to say in your first book.
I spent the summer of 1966 drinking come from the nuts of a retarded boy with a raging hard on.
All right, why?
I don't know why you talk that delivery.
Well, because I feel a little bit strange about saying
the director
thing.
told you to deliver it like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Give it the full thing, give it the full treatment. I would talk like that.
We were on the air the other day, and we had reason to play your classic exchange when you were doing this commercial for, I don't even remember what it was, or you were doing some job, and the director the guy starts telling you how to do the read, and you just berate him. I mean, you tell him.
You give him a lesson.
You give him a lesson.
Best lesson.
Was it bad or was it good?
It's fantastic. It was
It's
so
the
right
best.
on. You did 2 reads of the same thing. And they were perfect. They were as good as they were ever going to be. And the guy gets on the thing, the squawk box, and he says to you, Mr. Shatner, can you be a little more up-tempo? And you say to him...
The laugh is the best. When he starts to direct you, the laugh is the best.
And you say to him, I don't even know if you remember this, you say to him, look, why don't you read it for me, and I'll do it the way you do it. So the guy reads it. He reads it horribly. I mean, like a third grader.
Yeah.
And you do a dead-on impression of what he just read. And the guy goes, oh, Mr. Shatner, I'm so sorry I even brought this up. You go, no.
You're making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. I am reading it the way you read it. That's the way you want it. I'm trying to make the client happy. He goes, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, the guy goes, your first read was so good. I mean, you got this guy so trained, and it's so true. Sometimes they'll make you sit there and go through 100 takes. And you really delivered the goods the first time.
You've been there. I mean,
yes.
Yeah. They don't know.
Well, they want to make themselves worthwhile and
they
tell you
how. They want to feel
how.
A part of it.
They want to feel a part of it, but you really had delivered it.
They don't. But it's beyond that. It's their ego. It's not wanting to make it better. It's I'm going to put my imprimatur on your reading.
But you really give it to the guy.
You did such a job on him.
Well, you know what's wrong, really what's wrong, is they're playing rehearsal tapes. Somehow, the engineer or somebody is taking what you do as you try and find the right way of doing it and making that entertainment that they put out on it.
But you know
terrible.
what? They should all hear this so that they keep their mouths shut while you're in there working.
A talented guy might have something to add.
True, but they ought to know the difference.
It's funny, though. When I hear you do the first read, I go, okay, he nailed it.
Yeah,
he did
he's
it.
perfect.
It's fine. It's very good. I would have you continue, and you'd be done with the session in 15 minutes.
Right. There's a one out there with the word garage.
Yeah, no,
garage.
sabotage.
Oh, sabotage.
I played that for you.
And sabotage and sabotage.
Yeah.
Well, you were clearly wrong. There is no such word as sabotage. You tell the director,
but you're
I
not
say
changing
sabotage.
Right. It was me talking. So the word came up, and I said sabotage.
But sabotage is not a word. The word is sabotage. But you wouldn't let go of that one. That one you were wrong in.
I was?
Yeah, the director was trying to say to you, listen, Mr. Shatner, do you mind
need to go back for
saying
that one
sabotage?
thing.
But if the word came out of my mouth naturally, why wouldn't it be a word?
But the captain
if I remember, I kept saying, but I'm Canadian.
No, you kept saying, I say sabotage.
You say sabotage.
You say sabotage.
And you can say sabotage.
And then it worked a way around so that finally he was saying it my way, and I was saying it
there
his
you
way.
were being difficult. There you were being a bit of
I was probably being
difficult.
Egotistical.
Yeah, no, I think I was trying to say, listen, there's no such word, Mr. Shatner. But what are you going to do?
But actually, there is.
Now, you know what I like about this? I bet you every take after that, no one had a complaint. I'll bet you. And, you're like a bear caught in a bear trap. You are going to gnaw until you get out.
It's true. And I went too far. It then became cruel.
But that's why it's the best celebrity tirade.
Well, I should have quit about 5 minutes into it because
Do you not recall this session?
No, I have no idea. I have no recollection of that whatsoever.
It's the single greatest thing.
But and you can hear the fun that I'm having, and then he says, "No, please." And then I begin
You're
to
cruel.
I'm lashing him.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm saying you talk to me like that. I'll show. That was really bad behavior on my part.
But you, in a sense, were right. The read was good.
You taught him a lesson.
Well,
his read was horrible.
His read was horrible, right. and the people who emphasized. You read commercials.
You and this.
Yes, right. I'm on my way to see your face.
Right.
Just...
You sounded very good. Now, this is where you get into trouble. Even in your new book, you say you were shocked to find out that most of the Star Trek cast hated you. You say this in the new book.
Right. And the word most is not really,
most was pretty accurate.
We know exactly who we're talking about.
People who were only there for a day.
In your own words, you said Leonard Nimoy thought you were a real son of a bitch.
No.
Yes.
No. Well, I don't say that.
You
Are
felt
you
so bad. He's paraphrasing.
No, it says Leonard Nimoy thought Bill was a real son of a bitch.
Oh, you are so bad.
This is your book.
I didn't.
Did you read this?
Did I read it?
Did you? Were you misquoted?
I had somebody read it to me.
Were you misquoted?
Leonard and I are
now you're friends.
But we
you
know
weren't friends
who,
at the time?
We had a couple of disagreements.
Yes, he became friends with Leonard Nimoy. Leonard, he writes in his book, was an alcoholic.
Well, Leonard, no, wait a minute.
That's
Leonard,
what it says.
I know,
You wrote
but
that.
I didn't out him. Leonard is a recovering alcoholic, and he talks to people about about recovery. I'm not outing him. We had a whole.
So Mr. Spock was drunk? That wasn't a performance?
No.
So you're
Mr.
saying
Spock
that
was
Nimoy
not
was-
drunk on the set.
He was
Leonard
never.
talks about needing a drink after work.
Leonard Nimoy had once said his favorite thing to do was to go to London and see a play because he enjoyed drinking. They allow you to drink.
You can
That's
drink
exactly
your drink
right.
right to your seat.
Leonard took me under his wing when my life took those turns, and he's my dearest friend.
Uhura said she despised you.
Yes,
but you had also made love to her, had you not?
No, I had
you were
not.
in love with her.
No, she was had enough activity on her.
why would Uhura did you treat these people the way you treated that engineer? Do you think?
Well,
in
looking
retrospect?
back, I may have. I mean, that was
knows?
terrible of me. He wasn't an engineer; he was a director, and he was. But I took that too far, and I may very well be guilty of
Do
all
you
that.
think you're an angry man? Have you been to a psychiatrist, and has the psychiatrist diagnosed you as an angry man?
I've not been to that kind of therapy, but I probably was a very angry man.
Why do you think you were angry? Were you angry with your mother?
Probably.
Why?
What did his mother do?
Well,
his mother indulged
there
him.
are issues. I don't really deal with that in the book.
I know, but I'm dealing with it here. What happened
really,
between
are
you and your mother? You are angry.
I probably, I don't know, but usually it's
Were you
the case.
molested?
Well, hold on, no.
Oh,
well,
too
usually
bad.
in the case of that kind of anger, it's because you feel you've been wronged. So who knows what was happening?
Why did your mother wrong you? What did she do?
I wish I.
No,
I
you
could
know.
tell you. So-
What
no,
was
I
she?
don't.
You won't look?
Was she not there for you?
I'm looking.
Are you not willing to look at yourself?
She may not have been there for me, exactly. She may not have loved me unconditionally, that kind of thing.
You felt unloved. And your father treated you horribly, didn't he?
No, he didn't. My father was a very loving man, but he was busy.
Too busy for you. You were ignored by your father, and you felt worthless.
No.
Didn't you?
Daddy can find better
How did
things
you
to
know?
do.
Wow.
Well, there must have been issues, and I probably was angry, and that was the fuel behind all the
Michelle
ambition
Nichols claims she despised you.
Yep.
Scotty, Sulu, and Chekhov all allegedly hated you.
That was their claim.
Sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
Sad.
Let's go back to your first audiobook.
But is it the job of the captain to be loved by the rest of the crew?
See, now there's the voice of wisdom.
Did you ever
My
think-
job was to say the words and try and get the show on the air, right?
Here, Frank has a question. Yeah, Frank, go ahead in Longview, Washington. Yes.
Yeah, George Takei has expressed some hostility toward
I know.
Yes, on our show.
Mr. Shatner.
I know.
I was wondering, because I kind of think that maybe this is like a pent-up kind of homosexual...
Do you think that Takei
it's
wanted
possible.
you?
It's possible. Who knew what was going on in
you knew
George's
George
mind?
was gay, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You had no clue.
Well, as time went on and I began to recognize symptoms, that isn't possible.
Even in your new book, you admit you were many homosexuals came on to you. In fact, a man in a movie theater put his hand on your leg.
That's true. By the way, have we mentioned the name of my...
Never. I will never mention the name of
the name of my book?
Never.
Talk about...
So you get completely new.
Well, up till now, I felt...
William Shatner's book, Up Till Now, is in stores.
And did you
he'll
love
be
it?
signing copies. I haven't even read it yet.
I thought he was going to fake it like he usually does.
Yes, I loved it. Of course I loved it.
It's
of
a great
course I
book.
read it.
It's got
What
a
is it,
great-
Gary?
it's
What do
got
you
a great
want?
review.
If you go to JD page 1, what the guy was just talking about, we found a clip when George Takei was here, I don't know, 6-7 months ago. He was on the wrap-up show, and he suggested that he and Mr. Shatner did a scene together, and that Mr. Shatner tanked it so that it was cut out of the movie, and that's why George never got promoted as a character.
Oh, God.
Well, here's some of the things, George. Here's some of the things.
I tanked the scene?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Means you threw the scene, you made it bad, and they cut it out.
it from the film.
Right.
And because they cut
Where
it
is
out,
that?
he never got promoted.
That's absurd, isn't
Let me play a bunch of things George said about you. Hold on.
Yeah.
And respond to each one.
Okay.
William Shatner reeks of urine.
Now, what about that?
It's true. I piss in my
This
pants
is from
a lot.
his book. This is from the book he wrote.
One night, William Shatner dutied on a gesticulating cowboy.
The cowboy was making bad upward motions with his finger.
Let's get back to your book.
Okay.
I'm talking about your first book.
Which book is that?
The audio book.
Let me
I'm going to play you some clips.
Let me hear the audio book.
Okay.
One of the single greatest afternoons of my life was when a horny black handicapped kid stuck a bottle of vodka in my asshole while Jimmy Doohan fucked Patrick Stewart, and with his nose buried in George Takei's ass, Leonard Nimoy shit on John Wayne's face while an enormous fried egg sandwich was jammed into Isaac Asimov's disgusting shit hole. And then all hell broke loose because fat-ass Nichelle Nichols squashed a retarded midget's cock with a light bulb while grunting and shitting in small plastic bags of M&Ms. And then Walter Koenig showed up. He was so horny that for the next hour and 15 minutes, Walter jerked off DeForest Kelly until his firm hard cock shot soggy, congealed, cum all over Lorne Michaels' pretty face. And then Gene Roddenberry washed Lorne's head off with hot piss. Oh, my God. It was a party.
All right. What about that? There's a lot to digest.
There's a lot to digest, but don't swallow.
Wow. You are ill. This book, the new book, is just as honest, isn't it?
Up till now. It's out in the bookstores right now. And it is honest and truthful. And it's getting great reviews. And Howard's going to read it tomorrow.
As an actor, you never experienced gay sex. I don't even mean as an actor. I mean, actors are around a lot of gay people. There's a lot of free association with your thoughts. You're open to new experiences.
Look who's talking.
Did you? I'm not an actor. Right. Did you try to?
You sound like the machine.
Did you try homosexuality at one point?
No, never tried.
You never did?
No, even though George encouraged me, I refused.
Not
George
like kissing, nothing.
Oh, my God, no.
You even say you are upset about the new Star Trek movie. You still are peeved that they're going to have a new Star Trek movie without you.
And Leonard is in it.
Yes. Leonard is in it.
Talk honestly.
I keep saying Leonard is in it, and I'm not. They're making a Star Trek movie without Captain Kirk, without the old Captain Kirk.
Right.
There's a young Captain Kirk. So I think they hit story problems and didn't know how to solve it. But it's not peeved. I'm just disappointed. I would love to have been. And J.J. Abrams is such a great movie maker that I'd love to. So
you would love to work with the guy.
I'd love to work, but I got a lot of things to do.
You certainly do. Yeah. You're on a career roll, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would say that it's happening.
And when you talk about a new Star Trek, and they take Leonard Nimoy and they put him in, there is a jealousy.
No.
A professional jealousy.
No,
absolutely. There's nothing wrong with
Leonard
saying
got
that.
most of what he asked for. I think that was really good.
Well, maybe. He's getting a lot of money for it.
Oh, my God.
Is that true? Do you know what he's getting for it?
No, I have no idea, but it is a lot of money.
All right, look. You do claim that in the new book that you are upset how they killed your character off in Star Trek.
Thinking back, they were going to kill him off anyway.
Right.
So they said, well, either you can be in the movie and die or don't be in the movie. We're still going to kill you. So I was kind of hung up. And I said, all right, I want to be in the movie. But looking back, I wish they had done it with more timpanis and trumpets as against...
Well, you're the whole show. Of course they should make something dramatic there, something that would be big.
They did, but, in a way, I think the producer was trying to kill the character off because it was a legacy of the old guard.
Yeah.
And this guy was head of the new guard of Patrick and the next generation.
Yeah.
So I think he was trying to kill as many antecedents, like a lion killing the cubs.
Yeah, but they have killed Star Trek. They've tried now to resurrect it.
Yeah,
that's true. Now, in your new book, up till now, which indicates there might even be another book.
Well, we hope so.
Yes.
And if not by me, it's certainly by you.
Yeah, I will write your final book.
And we have the audiobook already, I think.
I have so many things. We have the audiobook. It's all done.
Nichelle Nichols has huge pissed flaps.
How did you know?
You wrote it.
Oh, that's right.
My cheeks are numb from George Takei's monster cock slapping my butt hole.
Oh. Right. Your read is awful on this.
I know. Let's get that guy. Maybe he can help me with it.
All right. You do admit in the book that
first of all, you're totally insane here. And hung up on homosexuality. I can see it.
You beat out Bill Cosby for the Priceline job.
I did.
I didn't know that.
That's amazing.
I didn't know that either.
Is that Mr. Pitchman?
How did you find that out? What do you mean you didn't know that till you read that? Where did you read it?
Wherever. I mean, somebody, perhaps you.
You thought you were first choice.
I thought, you go in, you don't think, when somebody offers you a job, you don't think, well, I guess I'm fourth in line. But
you were a genius to take the Priceline job because it was reported in the paper you made $10 million in stock.
No, the stock was given to me, but you know what a lockup is. When a new company comes in, you can't sell it for
2 years,
a year and a half or 2 years. So that's what happens. So I couldn't sell it. So I'm watching it go up, thinking I'm rich, and I'm poor.
Right. So by the time you could sell it, the Priceline stock had dropped.
Exactly.
I see.
It went from $150, something like that, to $2.
Priceline.com. That's where you go on and you buy the tickets. Are you still involved?
Oh yeah,
you are.
Aren't you? This is commercial-free radio.
No, I mean...
You're doing commercials.
No, I'm just saying, are you still involved with the company?
Absolutely.
You are.
He still does the commercials.
It's a
Do you
great
still have
company.
the stock?
No.
You sold it?
Yeah, when it was $2, thinking, it was all over.
Everybody knows the famous story that you lived out of a truck for many years.
Well,
things were
not
not good. Well, for a while. Let's
Summers,
put it that way, yes. And that was difficult. But now I'm upset because I read that you had hip replacement and heart surgery. I'm worried about you. It says in your book here, January 2008, Bill had hip replacement surgery, developed heart complications on the operating table. What is that?
Idiotic. Somebody wrote that.
That's not in your book?
No, that's not in my book.
I think it is in your book.
No.
I don't think you read your book.
I did a hip replacement and perfectly healthy.
Are you okay?
Absolutely.
I'm worried about you.
I am riding in competition. I'm back. I'm running.
I was going to ask you still riding?
Oh, my God, yes.
Do you know the Priceline stock is now trading at $139.66? Do you know that?
Yes.
And do you still own it?
No.
So why did you sell it?
Because
you didn't believe in that.
Well, it was the big bubble. Everybody was panicking and running.
So are you upset with yourself?
I was. Well, wouldn't it have been nice to go from $2 to $100?
Are you a wealthy man?
I probably am.
You are. Do you, this Boston Legal show you're on?
It got renewed.
Tremendous amount of money you make there?
Not tremendous, but really good. I mean,
where is all your money?
To some guy who is struggling to make ends meet, it's a fortune.
Are you worth $100 million?
No.
You are not?
No.
I do worry about your character, Denny Crane.
Why?
What are they doing with him?
What do you think?
I don't know. I think they're going to write you right into a corner where you can't get out, and then they'll be in trouble again.
Yeah, and I'm really curious. What do you mean? What would the corner be?
Well, you used to be able to try. Like you're not trying cases anymore. They're sort of. That was like the brilliant thing about it.
Right.
And now
that I would try a case and be able.
Yeah.
I did try some cases in the latter. Maybe they haven't played them yet.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Because basically they keep you quiet now.
I bet you William Shatner doesn't sit back and take things lightly. I bet you're in there with those writers, and I bet you ream them every once in a while about where they're putting your character.
Well, I would do that ordinarily, except that David Kelly is a genius.
I see. So you don't question it.
I never see him.
I see.
mean, these scripts, these
that's
magnificent.
His genius.
You know that Robin goes to Boston legal conventions dressed as Denny Crane? You know that? Now, here's something disturbing about you.
Yes, please.
You ride a motorcycle without a helmet.
That's right.
And
Why?
without a leather or any kind of gear. What are you up to there? Death wish? Mother didn't pay enough attention? Father didn't pay enough attention? What's going on here?
Well, you got to. Why does one ride a motorcycle? Don't you?
Hell no. Fred does, but not me.
All right, you ride a motorcycle for the freedom of it. The wind and the smell and the heat and the cold. I mean, it's a sensual experience.
But you know how many deaths occur on motorcycles.
I do.
And
you know that
Gary
a lot of times it isn't your fault. It's motorists who are hostile to motorcycles.
Absolutely. You've got
But
to
you've
ride.
also seen Gary Busey, haven't you?
That's not fun.
Right.
You want to end up like that?
The whole. I'm forced to wear a helmet because of Gary Busey, but the fun of motorcycling is restricted by wearing leathers and a helmet.
Have you ever fallen off your motorcycle?
Yes.
You have?
Big time.
Were you wearing a helmet?
No. And nor leathers. I was wearing a T-shirt and shorts and sandals.
How did you look in that?
I was trying to escape George Takei.
Right.
But I had my helmet with me.
Yes.
But I wasn't wearing it. I was on a country road. And the bike came out from under me. I don't know why. And I slid across the road on my back, and I've got scars on my back and rear end.
All right. Now, listen, not only that, you reveal a lot of things in the book. You reveal that the Gorilla Foundation...
The Gorilla Foundation?
You were working for the Gorilla Foundation, and a gorilla grabbed your balls. Is that true? And what is that like when a gorilla grabs
A gorilla grabbed my balls and then ate out James Doohan's ass.
He then turned around and offered. It was intimidating.
It must hurt.
It was very gentle. While the lowland gorilla had his hand on my scrotum,
right.
The male gorilla that they had brought in to breed to her was 10 yards away behind a locked door that had bars on it, and he's shaking it in jealous rage.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
You understand that apes shake hands by grabbing one's balls. That's how they shake hands in the animal world. So
they're not shaking hands; they're shaking balls.
Yeah, but to them, it's a handshake.
I
That's
understand,
what it means.
but in their language, it's a ball shake.
I mean, you think everyone's coming on to you,
right? they have what they call the Bolshoi the Bolshoi handshake. Okay.
Why, when you go trick or treating with your grandchildren,
yes,
do you wear a William Shatner mask?
Because I love to record the look on the person's face when they say trick, and I take the mask off.
I see.
And it's me.
Are you aware of a trivia fact that the famous movies, the Halloween movies, the Michael Myers mask is a William Shatner mask turned inside out?
No, I didn't know.
Do people know that?
Do
you know that?
No, it's the mask itself.
It's a face of you. They obviously from the Star Trek years, and when they created the movie, they just merely turned it inside out, and in fact, it is your face on Michael Myers.
That's correct.
Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. You're learning that for the first time.
I'm learning that for the first time.
You are, right?
No, I knew it.
You did know that?
Yeah. It was,
I didn't know you knew that.
It was bandied about. Well, I'm telling
you.
You should own a piece of that movie. That's why. I'm shocked there isn't a suit. In your book...
You're getting my book Up Till Now, which is at the bookstores.
Yes.
Even as we speak.
Up Till Now, William Shatner. And by the way, William will be signing copies of his book tonight at 7 o'clock at the Barnes & Noble in Union Square, Manhattan. You can go over and say hello.
Perfect. I was going to ask you if you were going to be out and about.
Perfect.
Don't bring any of that Star Trek crap. That's not what he's there for.
No, I'm signing
the book.
The book.
You won't sign anything else.
Will you yell at someone who brings a Star Trek piece of memorabilia?
I will yell so loud you'll hear it.
You are a difficult guy.
Long Island or wherever.
You save that for the conventions where there's many dollars to be made. Is that true?
Well, you know what?
I don't do conventions.
No more?
No more conventions?
Why? Why no more conventions?
Because Star Trek conventions aren't...
they're
only... No.
They're not fun.
You despise your fans?
George and Michelle are there.
Oh, absolutely they're there. They're there all the time.
Well, they say, at least George says, that you suck off all the money if you come. He'd prefer you not to.
Did he use the word suck off?
Yes. He uses the word suck off a lot. Listen, I am honored that in your new book, Up Till Now, you describe your experiences in the homo room.
I know.
When you were on this show.
Well, it was quite an experience.
And you
imagine coming to do publicity and being asked to go in the
homo room. Yeah. You were on our show way back when, and I said to you, let's go downstairs to the homo room. And, you know, I never really understood what your reaction to that might be. And you say, you know, look, I didn't want to seem like an uptight guy, so I went along with it. But it must have disturbed you on some level. I take it from your book.
On several levels, like starting on the surface.
What's wrong with
starting on the surface and working your way down to my mother's level?
What's wrong with two men being on a radio, going downstairs into a basement, and playing gay hijinks with one another? Why are you so uptight?
In front of 30 million people.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was shocked to read also in your new book, it was very revealing, that you were afraid that when you did a love scene with Angie Dickinson, that you would get a hard-on.
That's correct.
Right. Are you not so professional that you could maintain a flaccid state with an actress?
Is that something I'm supposed to react to? It seemed like a bed spring.
I applaud you.
I've heard that sound before.
I applaud you for saying that. I applaud you because when I did my movie, I was hard through 90% of the movie. Any scene I had with a woman, and one scene with Fred, I was hard. And, you know, I mean, I find these kissing scenes erotic. I don't care that there's a camera on me. I was like shot out of a cannon.
Wang.
I loved it. Wang. Thank you,
Now,
George
is
Takei.
the Angie Dickinson
Wang.
the only time you had that problem?
No, I used to have that problem a lot.
Did you? So what would you do?
No.
What were you doing with Angie Dickinson? What was the scene?
Well, we were naked and in bed, and
she's an attractive woman.
Oh,
sexual.
First of all, she's an extremely attractive woman now, but can you imagine when she was a few years younger?
Oh, I sure can. I remember beating off to her as a child.
She was extraordinary.
Yes.
And
you land this role. You're in bed with her.
I'm in bed with her.
Were you totally nude?
Sure.
Why totally nude? Don't they usually put a pair of pants on you?
Well, no. My ass was sticking in the air.
It was.
Yeah.
And did you say to her, listen, Angie, chances are I'm going to get aroused. I find you attractive.
No, somehow that conversation doesn't come up. Ordinarily, you are, they're so busy technically. Move your arm to the left, Bill.
But so what? It's erotic. Have you ever had full penetration on a film set?
No. No, that's ridiculous.
You were never penetrated, or did the penetrating? What if I accidentally penetrated you? Would you be upset?
I would scream gently.
No, I'm being serious. So when you get into bed with Angie Dickinson, you say to her, look, this could happen. Did you, in fact, get an erection?
Not really.
You did not? No. Did you bang her off camera?
No, I didn't.
You did not?
No. Although that would be wish fulfillment because she
Did you try?
No. You don't want to.
Yeah, you did.
No. You don't want to. It's a
bullshit. You don't have a governor on you that stops you from doing that.
Listen, don't talk about governors.
Come on.
The governor here didn't do that. No, you've got to be really careful with the people you work with. Yeah.
You say her silken skin flowed mellifluously over her hips.
I said that.
Into the rising swells of her ripened breasts.
Oh,
her long blonde hair just barely.
What kind of a book is this?
Who wrote this book?
He's memorized passages from these dog-eared books that he keeps. Page 72.
You have an odd writing style. In the middle of this sexy story, you plug your website, and you say, "Yeah, he does." Several times in his book, he plugs his website.
You got to read it, Robin. You'll enjoy it. Honestly, you will.
All right.
It's very funny.
I have to take a look at this.
Great fun.
All right. You did write about the death of your wife.
Yes.
Which I didn't think you would. I thought that was off limits even in your book.
Well, it is sort of off limits, but I wanted to.
An editor would probably say to you, you have to address
that's basically
this.
what.
Did they force you to do it?
Not they, but it's such a big issue in my life that I thought. And the book I wrote because I wanted to tell my kids what I was doing and what my life was like and my grandchildren. And I thought this is like a legacy. And this moment, this occasion in my life was such a huge thing.
Your wife died in a pool, and you say the horror of it was that when the police came, you were under suspicion.
Well, everybody.
The husband
always automatically until cleared.
I have to admit, I love you, and you've become a friend, but I suspected you as well. So I was one of those people as well, yes. I figured maybe you lost your mind.
Jumped to the conclusion immediately.
I was ready to lock you up.
On the air.
Said he's not stable.
Oh, that's terrible.
You know.
Well,
you went to the Homer room.
It was the tragic, but you went to the Homer.
Right.
It was a tragic moment in everybody's life. Terrible, terrible occasion.
Hard to write about?
With tears in my eyes, and I couldn't get through. I did the audio book, by the way, my version of it.
Right.
And it was impossible for me to get through without breaking. It was a terrible, terrible experience, and I wanted to write about it in the way I did. Thought it was important, and it's my private gesture towards the people who read the book about how I felt about what happened.
Do you think her family will be upset that you wrote about it? Have you heard from them?
No, I haven't. They probably will be, but I'm very careful in the book to say what a magnificent woman she was. And
you even are angry in it. You say irresponsible people made accusations or tried to create suspicion. Other people talk about problems in our marriage. There was only one problem: alcohol. And you say you wrote the song "What Have You Done for Her?"
Yes.
It's heavy stuff.
Yeah.
You've had some bad stuff go down in your life.
Yep. And again, the book is honest and to the best of my ability to tell the truth and tell how I was feeling, what happened.
You felt criticized in that, and you felt turned on by the public because people were suspecting you.
No, people didn't. Within days, within an hour, the police had declared it an accident, and
But didn't they criticize you for calling 911 instead of jumping in the pool and saving her? That was the big criticism.
that was the weirdest behavior on my part. I never could understand, as I write in the book, I never could understand why I turned away, but the phone was alive because her sponsor was on the phone as well, and I said call 911, and I dialed 911, and it was only years later that I realized that the horror. I couldn't look. I turned away in horror, and that's what I did. The pool was still. And again, looking back, the pool was still, and there was no motion. So I knew that she was dead. And what difference did it make? I think this was going on in my mind. If I called and jumped in, or if I jumped in and then called, because I couldn't deal with. Anyway, it was the horror.
Your instinct was just to get on the phone and say,
"Get me help, quick!" And then I jumped in.
But now you've had nightmares about, I should have jumped in first.
Who knows what you're going to do? You know. But all I can reiterate is that moment when, in total disbelief, you're looking at the site and
sometimes you freeze up, don't you? I mean,
and you freeze, and you don't. And I've never seen death, and all that kind of thing.
Not to compare this in any way to your situation, but remember when my dog fell in the pool? My dog can't swim. No, I'm bringing it up for a reason. And Beth said to me, "Jump in and save the dog," and I started to take my shoes off first. And I'm wondering, why did I start to take my... I should have just jumped in.
Of course. And there's no explaining why. That's
you
a wonder.
have to tell Mr. Shatner that you never jumped in.
Well, no, Beth jumped in before me and saved the dog's life, but
really?
I did help fish the dog out. So you and I do have this in common.
But
we're both out of our minds.
The inexplicable behavior that for years will remain with you. Like, what did I do in an emergency?
Right.
I took my shoes off,
right.
And I looked there, but I had the phone in my hand,
right?
And I looked and dialed 911 quickly, and then I heard the playback of what my voice sounds like, disembodied, like I'm talking about picking up a cigarette or something. There's no explaining what you're going to feel at this moment of horror and crisis.
Did you feel self-conscious after this thing happened? Like, oh, maybe I can't act anymore. I don't want to be around other actors. They're looking at me. They're looking at me funny. Any of that kind of stuff
No,
going
I didn't think that, but I thought the irony of how much I loved Noreen. I gave my life to her in trying to help. And I'd known her for 7 years, but we had only been married for 1. And we loved each other with such passion, and to be thought of, even for that while, that I would have a hand in her death, where I've given up hunting because of how life is such, anything alive is so precious to me. The koi in a pond.
Koi pond. You got a koi pond?
I got a koi pond. It made me think, my God, because they come up to be fed, and they're making little kissing sounds.
Yeah.
I'm looking at they're sentient beings. They're feeling things. It's hard to go fishing.
So, I stopped fishing too.
Exactly.
But let me ask you something.
So
Do you
to
still
think
eat,
that I
are you a vegetarian now? You didn't go that crazy.
No, but part of the lesson that I draw from all these things that happened to me in my life, and I saw it when it was laid out. David Fisher is this wonderful guy that I spoke the book to, and he laid it out. And once I read it, the first layout, I thought, that's my life, but what's the meaning? And I began to understand that decisions you make, opinions you have, at any point in your life, early or in the middle or towards the end, all have reverberations. They resonate in the rest of your life. So that you may decide to do something here, and years later, the reverberations of what you decided, even minutely, form the tapestry of your life.
Yep.
That's what your life is composed of.
Yeah.
All these decisions, both large and small.
So you don't like the way you handled yourself that night, but in retrospect, you're like, well, this is just what I did.
That's exactly right.
It's a part of who you are.
She had when you had a funeral for her, did her family treat you crappy? Or
No.
They were okay.
Oh yeah, everything.
You were able to go to the funeral.
Oh yes, I made the funeral.
He was the husband. He would make the funeral.
I made the funeral.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, no, all that. I worshipped her, and her death was my death.
How's the new wife?
Elizabeth and I are. It's
hot.
It's a miracle.
It's still it's going strong, even with your tremendous acting ego, being William Shatner. You are able to maintain a healthy relationship with this woman.
Well, what you say, I don't know how much mockery.
No mockery intended.
It's difficult.
You're an actor.
I was going to ask you, have you learned? Because, you've had a number of relationships.
You learn from everything.
A woman who is with William Shatner has to devote herself to William Shatner.
Is that true?
Absolutely.
Well, yes and no, because I'm so grateful that Elizabeth's with me that I think I'm devoting myself to her as well.
How is sex after having your hip replaced? Does that encumber you in any way? Do you lay on your back now instead of the missionary position?
No, we are as experimental as ever.
You're still experimenting.
Experimenting and learning.
You're a genius.
Well,
you're always experimenting.
Is it tough to butt fuck John Wayne in the ass with
George Takei?
Now that he's been dead several years.
George Takei made this comment about you. Please respond to it.
Holy jeez, it's hot in Bill Shatner's behind.
What does that mean?
That means.
So what is the latest thing you've learned sexually with your wife? I mean, what new
What
heights?
are you trying now?
Yeah, what are you trying? What are
Okay,
you up
I'll
to?
tell you what I've learned.
Good.
I've learned that love, passion, empathy towards, and appreciation of the woman heightens the sexual act.
You didn't know that?
Well,
you just learned that now. How old are you?
Every.
It's unbelievable.
Why is she hysterical? Why is she laughing?
It's great when you're not paying for it.
I think you're going to say you teabagging or something you learned.
Teabagging?
Yeah, you doing any of that?
Teabagging.
Your balls are like tea bags. You put them over the eyes. You never do that.
I never heard of that.
You don't do that at all.
See, now
Shame on
something
you.
else to try.
Where have you been? Could have done that to Nichelle Nichols.
Now, what were you doing all the time? You weren't appreciating the woman.
I'm talking about the level of.
In your book, you don't bring up whether or not you've had two women at the same time.
No, I don't bring that up.
Why not?
Because who cares?
I care.
Well, I will tell you.
Did you ever have two women?
When I was young and single, and yeah.
Was that the greatest?
Yes.
Yes.
You cannot deny.
And sex for you, getting it up, this and that. As one gets older.
No, it's the greatest.
It's still
because the level of passion increases.
Viagra, Cialis, any of this?
None of that.
None of that.
No, it's just thinking of George.
You think about George when you're in bed. Thank you, George. Listen, let's go to Bonghead Eric, who has a question for Mr. Shatner. We're here to celebrate his excellent new book.
Up till
now, which indicates there might even be a
That's right. He's just bringing us up to date and more to come.
There's more to... God only knows what's left. Bonghead Eric, quickly.
Hi, William. Good morning.
Good morning,
Mr. Shatner is more appropriate. The man's an icon.
William's good.
Go ahead.
Shatner, William.
No,
I wanted to ask you two questions. Your biggest regret in terms of all the hot, famous women that you've had sex with, what would be your biggest regret? And also, in your opinion, your biggest achievement in terms of all the famous, hot...
who is the most famous woman you ever had sex with?
Well, let me tell you this by saying that. Let me say that about this. I have discovered that incidental sex is really of no value.
Right.
It's really not good.
You regret all of the casual...
No value.
No, don't regret, but I'm saying that now, after all these many years
You're more
of running as fast as you
now.
can... Exactly.
But what about famous women? You had famous women, though, right?
I don't remember.
Oh, come on.
No,
I'm
really.
not asking for
Does he
have
not
you had
name
famous
names
women?
in
I
the
don't
book?
know. I think that's awful to out somebody who may, who cares? But
do you feel these women would be embarrassed that they made love to you?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know. Heather Locklear.
It's none of my business.
When you had Heather Locklear, I'm not going
to. No. Heather was 19. Who wouldn't have wanted her?
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you have thoughts about? I mean, don't tell me you thought of her as a daughter. Don't give me bullshit.
No.
You had sexual thoughts.
Oh, Heather is one of the great-looking.
Did you ever masturbate thinking about her all those years you worked with her on TJ Hooker?
I don't do that kind of thing. It grows hair on your head.
Did you ever fantasize like her and Adrian Zemed doing it together?
No. Can I be honest with you?
Oh my God, you guys are so sick.
Mr. Shatner. Working with Heather Locklear, I mean, listen, forget what she played on the...
Lady.
She's a sexy lady.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me after a long day on the set with this girl, you never went home and beat off to her image in your mind? Come on. Give me a break. You did.
Howard,
when do you ever lie?
Never. Howard,
I beat off to Robin every night.
Oh, stop it.
I've beaten off to Robin many a time.
Oh, he's lying.
And what about you?
I never beat off to Robin.
You don't beat off to Robin. Shame on you. Get out of here. No wonder that director yelled at you. It's ridiculous.
Can I give him an F, Marry, Kill?
What?
Let's go to Lou. Lou, go ahead.
Go ahead, Lou.
Yes,
Hello?
Lou, quickly, please. I have very little
Lou.
time for nonsense.
Mr. Shatner, your story touched me quite a bit about your wife, and I had a similar situation. I had driven by a horrible traffic accident once, and as I got closer, I noticed that it was my father's car.
Oh, my
And
God.
Instinctively, I should have stopped, but I kind of just kept going, and I drove for about 50 miles before...
Yeah, 50 miles?
Lou, is that true?
No, but that's an extraordinary...
Lou, are you telling the truth?
I'm absolutely telling the truth.
And your behavior is totally inexplicable. You have no idea.
Why would he? But why?
Yeah,
why
but
would you drive?
shock of it. You don't want to face.
But that's different than what you happened to you. He drove 50 miles.
He drove 50 miles past his father's car. Now,
I tell you, I drove 50 miles with tears in my eyes. I'm guilty. I feel very guilty to this day. It's been 23 years.
Wow.
But why do you think, Lou, you didn't stop for your father's car accident?
I just, I knew that he had died in there, and I just did not want to face it.
I see.
I just,
oh my
I don't know.
Wow.
I can't explain it. That's what
No, that's exactly right. You can't explain it. You look back later and you wonder, why did I do that? And there's no explanation.
But what Mr. Shatner's saying is totally understandable. I get it. But what this guy's saying is crazy. Like,
yeah, wouldn't you? You'd
He didn't want to face it.
No,
I'm not calling you. I'm not calling you
crazy. It's not crazy.
Yeah.
It's shock. You're in total and shock. You have no idea. Reality leaves you, and
You've never
you're
been in that
following your
situation.
instincts.
You never know till you're
You never
in
know
it.
until you're
That's
into
right.
it. You have no idea what you're
Bill, go ahead in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, hi, hello. This is Shippy Jigger in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I just want to
Oh,
say,
come on. What kind of voice? Don't put on a shtick with me.
Terrible.
This is a man who was voted an icon.
Can I ask Mr. Shatner something?
Yes.
Would he be more upset if one of his koi in the koi pond died or George Takei? Well,
all right.
Well, they both
George...
make the same sucking sound. That's George, and is the.
I heard that you named all the koi in your koi pond after all the different Star Trek people you worked with. Is that true? What about that? If George Takei was to die tomorrow, would you go to his funeral? No, you don't want him to die, but let's say he did.
Listen,
would you go to his funeral?
Here's my feeling about those poor people. There's something pathological about 40 years later. I mean, I was supposed to have done something. Maybe I did. I have no recollection. But hey, isn't it time
to let go?
Let go. Let it go. He's 70-something years old. He's going to die soon. I'm going to die soon. Hey, man, it's a long journey. Forget about it. Wave. Hello, George. Have a good time.
Wait a minute.
Move
Let
on
me
with your
ask
life,
you
George.
something, because
Right.
you did have the roast, and George was the only one.
George got on, and I came in on a horse. The producers thought, hey, ride in on a horse, okay? So it leads you inevitably to the line of screw you, fuck you, and the horse
you rode in on.
So they give the line to George, right? George the comic goes, and fuck you, and the horse you drove in on. And everybody's just dead silence in the audience, like, what did he do?
You feel his level of anger is a little over the
Whoa,
top. Yeah.
man, what's his problem?
William Shatner's book, Up Till Now. Everyone should get it if you are fascinated by the life of William Shatner as I am. And who isn't?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Believe
He's
me,
an
this
icon.
is a man who should be studied. He is
Dissected,
an icon.
I believe, is the
Dissected for
regulation.
sure. You must get the book Up Till Now. It's a fun book. He even makes fun of himself by plugging his website constantly in the middle of erotic stories. This hour flew by. Do you know we've been talking for an hour?
No, I had no
commercial
idea.
interruption,
No,
nothing.
that's wild.
I could talk to you all day.
Howard, it's so good to see the two of you, Robin. It's such a pleasure. You haven't changed. The program is great.
I am fantastic. You are right again. You're an excellent
You got
judge.
this whole wing of this building.
Yeah, they
wild,
locked
man.
us in.
I'm a very big star.
Yeah.
You don't realize it. No one realizes it but me.
I'm doing a talk show. I want you on my talk show.
When are you doing that? I'm unavailable, unfortunately.
We're
But
gonna do it.
On A&E. On A&E.
I don't do A&E. I don't do
in
cable.
the fall.
Right. Really?
You don't? Yeah.
You're doing a talk show.
Yeah.
Will
Called,
anyone get a word in edgewise?
No, I mean, I'm doing a talk show.
William Shatner, you are the greatest.
Thank you.
And what an honor to know you. Congratulations on Boston Legal. What they're doing your character, I don't know. I don't care.
We'll find out.
I'm sure it'll be
I
fine.
hope they don't. It's a great character.
That's right. We're going to be back. And next time you come on, I want you to think about this question.
Yeah.
How many blowjobs have you gotten in your whole life? All right.
Uncountable.
Do you think if a man says 84, that's a high number or a low number?
84 is low.
Low.
84 is like a day.
Wow. Oh, you're an
In the
awesome.
life of.
You're awesome. You're my hero.
he's good for 500 blowjobs. I bet.
Maybe your parents didn't love you, but I love you. And that's all that
My
matters.
parents love me and I love you.
I don't know. You didn't get enough love.
We never do.
No.
Yeah.
It sounds like you got a lot. 80 blowjobs as well.
Yeah,
84.
where's the lack of love
What was
there?
it? You lost 4 there. It's 84.
I still think he banged out the Locklear, but what do I know?
So, Mr. Shatner, you've been doing Howard's show for a number of years
Many
now.
years, yeah.
And now that he's uncensored and he can
It's
sort of
no
speak his
different.
mind,
He's just awful as usual.
he's gotten worse.
He's gotten worse. Well, it was bad. Now it's really bad.
And your advice for George Takei is to
Just get a life. You're so funny, but I would have thought that there was a machine, like you were playing a piano or a keyboard or something like that. How do you pick? But you're cutting and pasting.
Yeah, I'm just taking bits of audio, and I can even make words. If you say like shoot and hit, I can make shit.
No, I understand. I understand how you're doing it, but first of all, putting it together, Steve. Then you're thinking the words are coming up, not necessarily making sense, but they end up being funny. It's a great skill.
Thank you very much.
Funny way of doing things.
For sure. A lot of people don't realize that you're toiling away in that studio, working on these audio clips, trying to come up with funny bits to get recognition from the man himself. That has to be pretty cool.
That's like the highest honor. Yeah, it's awesome.
You're floating right now.
I am. I'm a big William Shatner fan, Star Trek fan, and huge fan of the movie Halloween, which they used his mask in that movie, in the original, and so it's definitely an honor. It's cool. It's just so cool that he has such a good sense.
Lisa G has a theory that Ronnie dyed his goatee last night.
I think so.
You're
Yesterday was really white.
Yeah, I noticed that too. And even the guys from TV put up a thing while Ronnie was in there. Go, look how white Ronnie's beard is. It looks like a billy goat.
God. So yesterday he was a billy goat and today he's not.
But I didn't see him. I didn't notice today. Did he dye it last night, do you think?
Looks like it.
Okay. Hey, Ron, come on in. We want to see the dye job you did on your goatee.
Hey, Howard. He's running down the hall screaming at JD that he's going to kick the fucking shit out of him.
Well, get in here and show us your
JD?
goatee.
Oh, yeah, he dyed it. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying you dyed it because I saw it yesterday and it was white as like Santa Claus.
Yeah, because I was. What are you laughing at?
So what did you do? Because yesterday it was like white. Did you realize how white it was? Like what made you go home yesterday and dye it?
I don't know. I didn't.
You must have noticed. Did someone say something to you? And why are you going to beat up JD? Because you dyed.
Because he runs with every little thing to Jason or Gary or something, or the TV, oh, look what he did today.
I haven't said one word.
You're full of shit, okay?
Lisa, did JD say anything to you about it?
No.
Why are you blaming JD?
Because he does it with everything, man.
He didn't do it this time.
I don't care. He could tell me from now until next year.
You don't believe him?
No.
Wow. Someone even said in the email on the wrap-up show yesterday, like, Ronnie always is threatening to beat up JD.
I didn't threaten to beat him up.
You were like, what are you laughing at?
Because everything is, you're talking on the, John invites you in.
Right.
So I go in and I'm talking about something, so I might not know everything, okay?
Right.
This one, he laughs at everything. Everything's funny.
There's even one point where he started laughing, and then I laughed, and then he yelled at me for laughing.
Yeah. Everybody was glued to the radio. Why is that funny? Why is that funny?
You were laughing first, dude.
Why is that funny?
Who was laughing first? You were laughing first, weren't you?
Why does he have to be in here? Go to the meeting.
You love Ronnie, right?
I love him, but this one I had nothing to do with. I'm sorry,
okay,
dude.
right, yeah. Okay.
What'd you put in there? What's the stuff?
Just for men, man.
Just for men.
Yeah.
And what did you comb it through?
Yeah, they got these little brush thing.
Oh.
And so you just did that this morning.
That's a little more elaborate than just a comb through because notice there's
doesn't look bad.
There's
though.
like a pattern.
Well, he
it's got
makes
like a zebra pattern.
What would you like me to do, dude? It's a little brush thing. It's a brush.
I'm saying is, but you're like going in a specific way, no?
No, it's got this little brush,
right?
Little small brush, and you just go through it.
But you're not putting it in the hair in your head, are you?
No. I got gray hair back here and shit. Come on.
But on your beard, you're doing it. But I think you did a decent job because you left a little bit of gray.
Right, you don't go
that's why I try to leave it natural looking.
Although I got to tell you, in some spots it's super dark. Like it's like sometimes the dye. No, like right in the middle there.
It's like a fan.
Sometimes the dye. Yeah, sometimes the dye gets real thick in places.
You know what's interesting? Like, see this one part? I don't know if you can see it. Right, you just turn your head.
I know what you mean. Under the lip.
No. Turn.
Right, the fan part.
Right,
yeah.
point to it.
It kind of looks like spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, like it spilled on his chin.
Yeah, well, maybe I just spilled something. I don't know.
How long does it take you to do that?
5 minutes.
Oh, and you did it this morning? Because you get up early.
Yeah.
He gets up way early. What time you get up?
3:15. I got to take care of the dog.
So like at 3:15, you're dyeing your beard?
No, but it's about 3:45.
Yeah, because he takes care of the dog
Takes
first,
5 minutes.
Then he dyes his beard.
I would do it at night, I think.
Yeah, well, I forgot last night.
Yeah.
I was tired.
How often do you have to dye your beard?
Once a week.
Wow.
But you let it go.
Yeah, well, it grows in, dude.
Okay.
It grows in.
All right,
you
calm
get
down.
roots?
Yeah, you get roots. You get roots.
Your roots are showing.
You get roots.
But did you forget for a while, or did you?
No, I'm telling you, it's a week, and
it's a pain in the ass, though. They upkeep.
It is annoying.
I'm going to play a couple of things that have been happening, including Sal's weird pronunciations. You know the word villa?
Yeah.
I have a villa in France, perhaps you'd say. He calls it a villa.
I hate to say this.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
But
in Italian.
Get out of here. You're in America, asshole. First of all, I'll tell you what. You're not from Italy. You didn't grow up in Italy. You've never been in Italy. Right.
I've been to Italy.
Yeah, okay. Here's Sal from the wrap-up show yesterday. Listen to this guy.
Women love men who are successful. So you have to play the success card. You have to paint the big picture. 90% of the time, a woman is not going to be attracted to the average guy right off the bat. But if you give her a reason, like you have a mansion, like you have a place in the Hamptons, like you have a villa in Italy, stuff that most likely she won't see.
What do you have in Italy?
I have a villa in Italy.
A villa. You've heard of a villa.
That's the best. I have a villa.
When Gary said, "What do you have in Italy?" I thought he was saying, like, you're really exaggerating.
I've never seen a guy, because you seem like a bright guy to me. Honestly, you do.
I am. I think I'm a bright guy, but in
Yeah.
Italy, they say villa. They say Venne sta villa.
Forget Sal being an idiot with the word villa.
Okay.
Listen to this. This is from the wrap-up show. Don't get caught up in what the content is. Just
Okay,
listen to
just
this
listen
word.
to the
Listen to it.
Do you know do you remember what that whole Jim Jones thing was about?
Yeah. He had an occult. He gave all these people Kool-Aid and they dropped dead.
Wait, he had what?
He had this occult. I think it's called an occult.
Right.
So in Italy, they say occult?
They say,
No.
where did you get that one from?
Yeah. How'd you learn how to say that wrong?
Well, a cult. I heard then it was cult, not a cult, but an occult is, I think it's a combination. It's like satanic groups. They're occults. But I thought it's the same thing. It's as long as it's a group
Sal,
of weird
do you
people.
ever read? Do you ever like take an
Ever
interest in
consult
anything?
the dictionary?
Sal, when
Too
people
busy.
are saying occult, they're not saying occult. They're saying a, and then a word C-U-L-T, cult.
A cult.
And then there is the occult.
The occult or occult is holy cow! I can't
When I
believe
see
I'm-
occult, OCCULT, whatever it is, and you hear people saying occult, I'm always thinking it's occult.
No,
I never distinguish the difference between a cult and a cult. When you
Holy cow! Where did you grow up, man? And don't give me this bullshit.
I grew
you
up
say
in Holbrook.
villa because you were in Italy.
Yeah, because when you're in Italy, they're
Okay.
like, come to my villa.
You know, he says that like from Transylvania. I want you to come to my villa.